Oh man, I wish to see this map, but it's all black now.
It's fine.
We went to hunt down the. Well, first, we went to go investigate the city. Now that there was no more guards everywhere, and we had a pretty good time of it, just talking to people, talking to the mayor who we rescued. He was hanging out there. He was like, yes, there's another bunch of people who fled or ran into the jungle where they were looking for a crashed ship that had a thing on it. That thing turns out to be a unique, magical drive that instead of throwing people into the rift, is it called the rift? Rift? It's like a
Drift.
drift, yes.
D.
It teleports people instantly with the whole ship to wherever they want to be. So and that seems to be why they're here, at least it seems like they're very pointedly going for that. And if the Aslanti Star Empire, which is, they're bad people, were to get that, then they would teleport a bunch of fascists into our space and make everything bad. So we don't want them to have that. So we think, well, let's go see where Sedona and the others were taken, because apparently the big shrimp and Sedona were taken to this ship because they were also investigating the same thing. As less coherent than I wanted to be, but I think that's sort of that bit. Then we went to the ship, and we fought some zombies and some shocking things, some like little brain worms that grabbed our sniper. And we did find this place that this drive had been, but it's clearly been taken. And now we're basically investigating this the ship here to see if we can find out what happened to the people who were supposed to be here. We were sort of expecting some of the Aslanti to still be here. We found some zombies that seemed to be Aslanti, but they might have been really old. I mean, hard to tell, zombies. Yeah, that hopefully there's some sort of clue as to where they've gone in here. Because if they took this thing and our buddies, then I feel like we gotta follow them. And beat up a robot. I think that's pretty much it, really. Anything I missed, guys?
No, nothing of note.
I think we had she had sent.
Oh, you're breaking up.
Breaking up bad.
Yeah, I think we heard that the people were taken, like Sedona and Tyr, the not shrimp guy, were taken out and were sent off in a spaceship already.
Yeah, but the lieutenant was still here.
And now we're gonna interrogate her and punch her in the face.
Yeah. We found her hover trike. We found her thing, and we stole the fantasy spark plugs. And then we were like coming in here to find her, so that we could find out where she sent them. As far as I remember, at least.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we're going to the bridge.
And then there was this robot who was a total dick and really hard to kill.
He did tell you to stay out, but you didn't.
Huh?
Yeah, but he wouldn't listen to reason, and he had a fucking gun so badass that we're gonna strap it onto the fucking ship, if I remember rightly. So, you know, I feel like it was justified by needing a bigger gun. I mean, we've got a big enough boat. We need a bigger gun.
Yeah, the biggest gun you found is the anti-air gun of the Aslanti garrison, which is an option to strap on your ship. This robot. Sorry, what?
I thought we repaired that for them.
You did, but you can still dismantle that if you so choose.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Oh yeah, this guy had the Python series Hydra cannon.
Yeah, it's a heavy cannon. It's too small for a spaceship, but pretty damn big for a person.
Thaddeus is somehow managing to carry it along with his other two rifles. Apparently his bulk is managing, surprisingly.
He's a soldier. It's probably not even the most amount of guns he's ever carried.
But yeah, after having a significant fight with the custodian of this luxurious room, you have decided to take a short rest, which you can. The room itself you're in is understandably a huge mess, mostly from the fight and also from just age corrosion. There's rotten down feathers just everywhere, although the bed is actually still quite nice. The desk has been thoroughly rummaged through, and whatever technology, whatever computer might have been once on it is just scrap. It's interesting, but it's worthless. The sounds you hear while waiting, it's not completely quiet. It's not a like ominous still ruin, but there's plenty of sounds from the wind going past the airlock outside, the sounds traveling through the doors you have left open, and more prominently the general creaking and slight sizzling of the lamp fixtures and the sheet metal of the walls. The ship appears to still be sort of settling. It's not in immediate danger of collapsing again, but it has certainly been moved recently, and the metal is still straining. Other than that,
So don't spend forever in here.
there's a door to your south.
Yes, and although I suppose Barnabas is only on 1 hit point, everyone should have full stamina if you spent a
Everyone does, yeah.
something point, resolve point.
Resolve.
Yeah.
No
Cool.
one wants to open the door. Jacques-Pierre can open the door.
I'm actually gonna take out
Yeah.
my I'm gonna have my Hydra cannon ready for this.
Yeah. Chuck, Pierre, want to use your psychokinetic hand so that we,
Sure.
don't get.
So we took the short rest, right?
Yeah.
You did take a short rest.
Okay, I'll repair my drone.
Well, he'll open the door.
On that note, there was one thing I was wanting to mention, which is the medicine skill. It's not as useless as it was in most other systems. For example, a treat deadly wounds is, I believe, a simple action and can restore quite a bit of hit points if you want to try that.
I'm only down by 1, so I'm good.
Jacques-Pierre can try to treat some
Anyway.
deadly wounds.
I mean, I'm
If you guys
probably the
wanna-
only one that. Yeah, does anyone have medicine?
I
I
think
have
I
lots of
do.
medicine.
Oh, you can try.
Plus 11.
Oh, that's better.
I can try assisting you.
Yeah, the DC does depend on the type of medical equipment you have available, if any.
I have a no medical kit. No, nothing.
I think maybe I have.
But hacking, trapsmith, and navigators, but no medical.
I got a
I
ship
have a
somewhere.
basic med kit.
Yep, that
You can borrow
would
that.
work. Yeah.
Sure. So, Shashib, why don't you tell us about the treat deadly wounds?
I'm just looking up the DC because that's a bit of a mess. But treat deadly wounds is something you can do once per 24-hour period. If you succeed at the check, whose DC is still a mystery, you restore 1 hit point per level or CR of the creature. If you exceed by 5 or more, you also add your intelligence modifier.
Quick question: isn't there a chance to fail badly though, or is that?
There is a chance to fail, but it doesn't have the potential to kill you.
Okay.
I'm trained. I'm not gonna we just have to fill up your blood with lead. That'll fix it. Oh, I was wrong.
That's only for cuttlefish. Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I can try to fix Platypus if you will allow it.
Of course.
It's all
more than
telekinetic,
appreciated.
so I'm not actually touching you either.
Does Jacques Pierre need a nurse?
Yeah, if you want to assist.
Sure, I will.
With a basic medkit, the DC is 25.
Oof, that is a steep DC already, but that's a
Well,
plus 2.
you can
Yeah?
add.
That's an assist.
Yeah.
Oh, that's steep. Okay, we got about a 50-50 almost. So let's see if we can make magic happen. Well, that'll-
Yeah, that even beats it by 5 or more. So you restore 1 hit point per level and Jacques Pierre's intelligence modifier.
Well,
What's your intelligence
okay,
modifier?
not terrible.
Total
I got a +2.
6.
So 6 then.
It's something.
Yeah, it's
It's
6 times what you
something.
had.
And it's free.
Wow.
Didn't
Nice
even
deal.
cut off your legs.
Yeah, Jacques Pierre has taken care of comrades in battle before.
Mhm.
He's a skilled operative.
all right. I feel a bit
Wait.
more.
Patches up
Uh,
like some of the cuts and bruises and lightning arc scars and whatnot.
riddled with bullet holes.
It's gonna take 24 hours before I can do any more to you, but
Mhm.
Sorry.
at least that raises passive rest by a lot.
There's another item which I just want to bring to your attention so you don't discard the usefulness of the medicine skill completely. If you had a dose of spray flesh, which I think we encountered, or Menekai at least encountered in the last time I ran any Starfinder, that would let you bypass the limit of once per 24 hours. If the person rests, spends a resolve point to regain stamina, but instead of regaining stamina, if you use a bit of spray flesh, you get to try again. So you can basically switch out restoring all your stamina for another chance at restoring hit points.
There's also the normal healing serums that,
And healing serums, but
which I have used all 3 of mine already. So
they may or may not be slightly harder to come by because I think they're stupid.
They're so useful, so incredibly cheap, and just
I
I
don't
can't
know.
believe I didn't
pump
buy
into
some of
blood
those.
with an IV. Like I know.
In the other
was like,
campaign,
they,
I mean, I
they were
bought
fucking
20.
everywhere in the other one, And I was like, I'm just gonna buy them as soon as we get our first payday. And then she was like, "Well, that's what I'm saying." And then now I'm like, "Oh, should have."
You don't find any.
Who needs guns?
Too bad.
There may be opportunities to buy them not to your heart's content, but close to it soon.
Alright.
But we are not gonna hand wave shopping, is all I'm saying.
Mhm.
Right.
Of course not.
It'll be interesting, and I won't talk anymore because I'm actually really excited.
All right, let's open this door and see what's inside before we get too deep into rules conversation.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Cuttlefish needs to explore.
Yeah, opening the door is a simple matter of basically touching the little control pad. The ship does have full power, and most of the doors are a bit dented, but okay. Open a bit slightly slower than usual, but still the with the satisfying swish.
Yeah, ready.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. I'm ready with
Let's
my
go.
blast
Anticipating
weapon.
danger. As always.
Hmm.
1 second.
I reminded
Aha.
myself that this is a blast weapon, so it's like a cone attack.
Yeah, corridor.
20-foot cone attack.
Yeah, I got a blast of 2 of those and I
Nice.
almost died, so it must be pretty good.
Give me a second. Don't move yet.
I'm not. Don't worry about that.
We are ready.
Okay.
Maybe we should keep Barnabas a little bit farther back. Just let's.
I mean, he's pretty useless when he's not in the front, because that's sort of his job.
Pretty good.
I
at
know,
it,
but,
he'll be okay.
you know.
He's a big
He'll be
bear.
fine.
It's
He's a
hard
bear.
being the only melee, but I'll try my best.
It's okay. You're a bear.
Nugget is
Yeah.
melee.
Yeah.
You're a
Everyone
danger
tends
to
to
bear.
shoot at me because I cover everyone else, so I'm too big.
Nuggets had 0 stamina. Does he get
doesn't
stamina?
have
Doesn't have
stamina.
stamina.
Oh, he doesn't have
He's
stamina?
a robot.
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't get tired.
No.
He's not like you.
Makes
Ed.
sense.
Which is somehow a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge penalty.
Yeah, as
Somehow
you
not getting tired is a penalty.
as you stand by the open door, Jacques Pierre, you do hear the faint sound of something metally skidding around across the floor. Like, sounds a bit like someone kicking a tin can.
Can you try to stealthily, like, on the side? He is very small.
You can do that if you give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Can I?
Nice.
Yeah, you
Oh
can.
wait.
Like, there's some garbage over here that he can, like, hide
Yeah.
behind or something. Like,
It's a bit of rock that has sort of pierced the outer part of the hole. You
What
can
is-
try to hide behind it.
in the first, like, second here.
Give me a second.
I'll choose to believe in his 28.
Yeah.
It's fairly decent.
You can see the corridor continuing. There does seem to be movement where the corridor meets a much larger room with a much higher ceiling. And you can barely see a humanoid figure in familiar armor just sort of standing there. Just, moving from one leg to another occasionally, just grumbling something too quiet to hear.
What's this over here? Just crumbled like rock.
That is rock.
Since he's stealthing, it makes sense that he would like go and hide it.
I think
You can't really stealth in an open corridor so easily. Yeah, he will quietly, just whisper a couple of code words in our comm. His watery helmet. I mean, it probably looks weird because his armor is probably like made to be incredibly stretchy, and so it just moves. Like usually, he sort of keeps it in like a humanoid shape, but when he stealths, it's more like it just like looks like a person whose bones are gone. Like a flesh puppet thing, just and then like on the ground.
He looks like a Salvador Dali creation.
And suddenly, like some like exorcist body breaking and every limb moving independently and whatnot. Like, get over here and be hidden. So if you don't know what's inside that armor, it probably looks really fucked up.
I think Thaddeus will want to come and join Jacques Pierre, so maybe he will try.
Sure. I mean, with this little bit of information, Jacques Pierre does not want to take solo action unless given order to, and we know Captain Barnabas is a good captain. So, part of a good squad, you know your place, you know your space. And,
That's right. We're all standing by at attention.
Barnabas does not want to give orders.
Nope.
He's not interested. He is but a bear.
Sorry, my mic is not being nice. Sorry, my headset just blinked out for a minute. What's going on? Apologize.
We're all standing at attention.
You can just see one guy down here.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's currently hidden. Guy hasn't noticed anything.
Then, if you're still confident that you are concealed, then you should check it out.
Closer. All right.
Yes.
Should I go with?
Back to this hiding spot. There's not really any hiding spots further in.
No.
Give me another self check.
What is stealth?
Jeez.
Jacques Pierre is stealth.
You can also give me a perception check to listen.
Yes, that seems like a good idea. I think I'll do that. Skills is what I'm good at.
Wow.
Damn.
You can hear faint words in Aslanti.
Open your comm and I can translate for you.
Can he? I know I can't understand language, but can I is there distinct voices? How many does it sound like people are talking?
It's hard to tell. Maybe 3-4 people. The topic of the conversation you can sort of make out from the tone is just completely mundane. There's no real excitement, and quite honestly, it's the opposite of excitement in the voices you hear.
Jacques Pierre is impressed by the soundproofing of his door. He doesn't notice anything happening.
It's most likely that explosions have happened before, and they just didn't care to check it out.
Okay. That's useful.
Can Jacques Pierre just open his comm, and if Andy can hear what this is being said through Jacques Pierre, he could translate.
It sounds mundane. You would have to get closer, I imagine.
Yeah.
Is there a light source in this room?
Yes.
All right,
There are reasonably good light sources like over here.
So going close to that would actually be kind of dangerous to be spotted.
Yeah. The only where there isn't a light source is like at this rather massive hangar door here, which is just completely crumpled. There are light fixtures like what are they called? Like light strips, but they are just crumpled to the point where there might be the occasional spark, but it's not really anything useful anymore.
All right. Do I move further in, or do you guys want to come in here? I mean, they'll probably notice as soon as you do.
As soon as I move, they will.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna see if I can go a little closer and take a look in there.
Might
I
as
mean,
well.
worst that can happen is that you get spotted, which means you can just pop back in here.
Yeah,
and
we're all kind of at the go.
Do you want
if
another
shit goes
stealth
down.
check, Sheep, or am I?
Oh
good?
yeah, absolutely.
So I move first, I assume.
Yes, and you need to keep
So-
cover. If you are ever
Yes.
in straight up line of sight, you are spotted automatically,
If it-
no
this
matter your stealth
corner
check.
here is probably where I want to go.
Yes.
They can see that no one is. If I move here and then like look around the corner. 24 is what I have to do.
24, yeah. It does seem like they are at least not looking towards you. You can sort of you can peek around the corner. Let me put you. You can make out 4 people, 2 of them standing on a about 15-foot high catwalk that is mostly ruined, but apparently still stable enough to keep them. They might have been positioned there to be in Overwatch, but they're just talking between each other.
Mhm.
Bit of scrap being kicked back and forth.
All right. They're just basically hanging out, look like board guards.
Yeah.
What kind of weapons are we looking at? More whips.
They do appear to have the standard loadout of attack lashes and a pistol at their hip. Although this guy over here looks slightly more important. There's another decoration on his armor, and the weapons he is wielding some sort of pistol-shaped device at his hip and gauntlets on his fists.
I hate tack lashes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like punish me for even walking.
It's alright. If he gets close to me, then I can use the Hydra cannon, can't I?
If I'm in the corridor, you guys won't see anything, which is the issue.
Do you want to come in
Might be
here?
worth.
Thaddeus?
Um,
Can you?
You have an AOE weapon, right?
Yeah, I could probably do quite well.
Might be worth
Can
testing.
you be
that.
stealthy enough to do it without getting seen?
I got a +11 in stealth.
All right.
okay.
It's not bad.
I got no idea about these guys' perception or passive perception.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Maybe
So-
Jack here should step back though, because you don't want both of you to be caught out, right? Or do
Yeah,
You
you
can try to
need
take
to
this.
always have cover or concealment, or you will be automatically spotted.
He'll
Sure.
move in here and then in a like quiet voice. Actually, he can do telepathy, can he? So he'll telepathically inform his companions that he can see them of what he saw. Takes a little bit longer, but you know.
Barnabas would agree with Thaddeus's idea, but would certainly urge him to be very cautious.
Yeah, what am I?
And if he hears
not
any trouble,
cautious?
he'll be right out there as soon as he can.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'll move, then
Still, check.
then do the stealth check because
Yep.
it's not let meta control anything. And there was a
Alright.
guy up here, right?
Yeah, you can see him here if you peek around the corner. Give me a stealth check.
If you want to do this and then
Oof.
just like ambush them with shooting, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thaddeus gets to like here, and then perhaps trips on a slightly on a slight piece of rock sticking through the floor. And even without understanding Aslanti, you can hear that the gentle conversation suddenly stops, and there's the Aslanti version of, "Hey, did you hear that?
Well,
What do you
like,
do?"
like
Tell me.
any
Quick.
good snake, I
Now.
go back.
Okay, you
Oh.
get to move. Go move, and then we go into initiative.
I would have moved forward and shot.
If I've got
maybe-
time to get back into cover, then
I'm assuming one thing, not two.
Yeah.
So
We can all ready and just like mow this doorway down as he
Yeah.
goes and shuts it
Oh,
off.
that won't work.
they probably won't.
So you can camp
They'll
just
just set up at the end of the
Oh.
corridor and
Are
fire
we
anyway.
initiative now?
Yep.
I won't go initiative. I'm gonna go in there and kill all of them. That's what you get. The cuddle
No
bit of
s-
action.
No surprise on either side.
Not too much action.
We actually have everyone in initiative. Amazing. That hasn't happened before.
Holy crap balls!
This guy will a bit, although you don't see anything, of course. Barnabas, you hear feet stomping on metal ground.
I mean, it's just gonna delay. Can I delay?
You can.
I will delay.
Jacques Pierre.
Well, seems like he's been spotted, so I'll take a move action. My move is fairly long. So that's 40. Right? Oh, 20.
Yep.
All right.
You're most definitely spotted now.
Oh yeah. I imagine. I imagine. Well, the range on my pistol. Let's just make sure that I don't. It's 50. So I'm actually fairly good here. There was like a little crevice up here. I want to move in there. Can't see it right.
Okay.
Like a good place. And I want to peek out and shoot at what's his name?
The
dude that's close. I can't
Yeah,
actually like.
let me just do something like this.
That works.
That should.
Basically taking cover there, right?
Yep.
Shoot the
That-
senior Aeon god with my shock pistol.
That's
It won't
definitely
be
cover.
I miss.
That goes white. Pew. Thaddeus.
They are coming.
If it was 5e, I'd just poke out and come back in, but I can't.
Let's go out and shoot, right?
Yeah. They had tack lashes out, not guns, if I remember right. Yeah. Okay.
They had none of their weapons drawn, but you can assume that they don't have any trouble drawing them quickly.
Yeah.
Just go back in the corridor and shoot, and I will come out and block it to give you cover.
Sure.
Don't you have that cool weapon that's a blast? Don't
I
you wanna...
do, which means
You can shoot it from there.
well, I'll
I
go
will-
down here.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's safe enough distance.
I should then be able to do this. Obviously, the wall will block the attack.
Yep, you can definitely engulf them. Also, do remember that the weapon has the shape 1 property, so you can exclude any one square out of the cone.
Yeah, I
if you want to.
don't really care about that.
Okay.
Not in this instance. And as blast weapons, they have a -2 to attack rolls.
Yes.
Because blast. So I've included that in the macro. 4. That is
4 does not hit.
impossible. Oh, I put it to a +2. No, it was a +6. But
bonus.
But
either
rolling
way,
a 2 will miss either way.
yeah.
Um,
And I will undo
Barnabas
that.
would like to go after Thaddeus when he's finished.
Okay.
Well, I'm finished.
Barnabas.
Okay, attack lashes have reach, yeah.
Yep. But they do not have them drawn yet.
So I can wade
This
in
is the time.
just fine right now.
Yes.
So
They have not acted yet.
5 more feet. Okay. Then he will. Let's see. What's the best thing to do? Is fighting defensively a full? No. Fighting
It can be
defensively is-
either, I believe.
You can total defense as a full or fight defensively. So I will fight defensively. So that's a -4. Just take the first attack from this. It'll be a -4 already added in.
Okay.
It's the first one, 16 to hit.
Yeah, you slash them.
Wonderful. And he has a +2 to his AC, not 4, because he didn't do the full action. And he's done.
Okay. This guy's turn. Who will not do anything? Andy.
Move out here, and this guy has cover from Barnabas, yeah?
Yep.
All right. Regardless, I'll take out the hunting rifle and shoot him. Nope, critical miss. That one.
Our rolls are so weird lately. I don't get it.
That's me.
Okay, Chip.
All right. Oh God, you guys. Well, I'll have to move. I can't see anything. How close are they, you guys?
Barnabas, since he is in battle, he's shedding light, so you can see 20 foot around him. So you can see
I mean,
the
I
first
have
guy.
dark vision. I just cannot see shit.
Just click away from your token.
Just
Oh, there you
click
go.
on, if you click on
Oh.
any one of us, you'll share our vision for your.
Sweet. Wait, there's no one over there? Barnabas is the only one? Okay. Well, I'll shoot at the guy Barnabas is taking it with.
Cool.
And I will use my overture. And not hit anything.
Oh, this is
No.
going to be a long combat.
And then I will put Nugget in here. Oh God, I can't reach. Should I move him further? Or just 1, 2, 3.
Where can you put him, like here, or is that too far?
Too far. I'll have to do it next turn. It's fine.
Alright.
Alright, that's me.
Right, it's this guy who will draw his tag lashes and attack Barnabas.
Tech lashes.
Yeah, I was about to question that plural.
It's cooler in my mind if they have 2, but they only have 1.
Oh, okay.
Thank God.
Oh,
Goodbye, Barnabas.
No.
16, no.
really worried there was going to be dual-wielding tack
No.
lashes going on.
Yeah.
Is
But there will be something else going on,
No,
as this guy
no.
will pull a grenade.
oh really?
Not a... we have bunched up.
I have deflect missile.
Oh.
No, I don't. Not yet.
And right here, hitting everyone except Jack Pierre. I would like all of you to give me, in this order, a reflex save and a fortitude save. So DC 13 for both.
Made both.
Yeah, if you succeed on the reflex, you don't have to do the fortitude.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
Oh, yeah, Andy succeeds.
Well, good for Andy.
Do I roll for Nugget first, I guess?
Yep, your choice. Well, he gets hit by the grenade, but it doesn't seem to do any damage, and all of you manage to scramble out of the way.
I am
Somehow.
very familiar with these.
I like to think that it just
Barnabas
hits
just
off
paused it.
Barnabas, and he's like, "What?" And then it just goes off in a random direction.
And eventually Thaddeus like kicks it away, like, ugh.
It lands in underneath Nugget.
Yeah, back into this room, and then we shut the door.
That's enough of
the-
that.
The grenade lands in your midst, explodes into a shower of sparks and bright light, attempting to push, blind, and stagger you, although mechanically only stagger you.
Hmm.
But all of you manage to at least shield your eyes or turn away,
So it was a flashbang.
much to this guy's dismay, who will move here. This guy will come sort of into view of Barnabas, I believe, although the vision doesn't quite reflect that.
Yep.
On the catwalk over here.
I
He
see.
would be like, he would like to be at the edge, but the grid doesn't let him.
I get you.
But he will pull a pistol-like contraption
Ooh.
and apparently aim at his buddy.
Oh, it's a healing thing, I bet.
No!
And
We need
he
that.
does manage to connect, giving him
Okay.
4 temporary hit points as a slight force field builds around him.
Can we build that into a sniper rifle?
I
I
want
could
that.
become Anna.
Anna.
Great.
I could, though.
You could, yeah.
Did I
Alright.
get a nano boost as well?
Jacques Pierre.
Shield projector. Well. All right, that's a lot of cover. It's an unreasonable amount of cover.
It all amounts to the same penalty.
Yeah, I know. So let's do a trick attack.
What hinders you
This
also
dude,
protects you,
Let's
Jack.
get him away so people can actually enter this room.
Let's be honest. He just has to
Anything
evade
else?
Andy and Chip.
Oh
For
yeah,
now.
that succeeds.
Alright.
And he's flat-footed to the beginning of my next turn.
Ooh.
And he takes 10 damage.
And that also
Nice.
counts as a crit.
Oh. Well, there's no one enemy within 2 of him, so...
There is.
Oh.
Yeah, this
Oh,
this guy.
this dude.
Oh, I
Yeah.
guess he would take 2 damage then.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess, yeah, you can see from where you are. But it doesn't matter what you can see.
That is.
Alright, I'm gonna let my Hydra Cannon drop onto its sling. Because he's not an idiot and doesn't have his weapons not on any form of sling. And then he will quick draw his... I don't have a quick draw. Oh, it's still a quick action to draw a weapon anyway. He'll draw his sniper rifle and shoot the cadet that is fighting Barnabas. And
It
roll
misses.
atrocious. Another 2! Oh!
Oh,
A 4, a 2, and a 2.
Barnabas.
I got me back here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's flat-footed, right? Okay.
Yep.
Alright, well,
Yeah, he would be.
full attack then.
I believe that also means you can't do attack of opportunity, doesn't it?
The penalty is applied already.
Yeah, the first one does hit and drops him to the floor, smashing against the wall.
Okay, then as part of his move, he will... Actually, maybe I should... He'll move here.
Okay. And let me review for you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Alright.
Anything else?
No. That's it.
Alright. This guy then will move over here and shoot at Barnabas with his pistol.
Okay,
Pew.
that's a miss.
Andy.
I think I'm gonna delay until before Barnabas.
Yes. Flat-footed people take -2 to AC and can't take reactions. So when someone is flat-footed, you can ignore their attack opportunity.
Okay.
Okay. Chip.
Yes. Yes. I will. Oh, wait. They're so far away. And all my panels are away.
What if we have like a moving cover?
Don't even know if I can shoot over there. Don't think I can.
Move.
Yeah, I'll have to. Well, I wanted to send my nugget in, you know. I guess I'll go here. And I can shoot him, right?
Yeah.
Cadet 190. Alright.
Between the legs of the bear.
Come on. Yes.
That's a hit. I can't argue with that.
Nice. Wow, that's good job. That's a lot of damage.
It also
Okay.
counts as a crit, which I believe sets him on fire.
Yep.
Yes.
Burn.
Oh,
That
Nugget.
would be a
I
time
Nugget
of
have 30, right?
No.
Yes, but he will get attacked of opportunity.
Isn't he
Oh.
flat-footed? Oh.
No, that
No,
was
this,
last
guy,
guy.
this guy's not.
No,
That guy
the
died.
dead
and
guy was
the bear
flat-footed.
Hmm.
Maybe shouldn't get
Gosh.
attacked.
I mean, he can't attack anyway, so
He still has a lash.
He's a lash, right? So
yeah.
Yeah.
And Nugget can't
But
attack
if-
anyway.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
can't attack, but I mean, I need to get in range of him, and Barnabas is taking the only spot I
I'm
can
gonna be honest.
in
I
my
don't
reach.
think this guy is gonna survive
no, he
enough
won't.
for Nugget
Right.
to get an attack anyway. So just moving
I
that
will
makes
move
sense
in
to me.
next time, and
Okay.
hopefully there's more space.
Because that's my belief.
I'm basically like a big shield at the moment, so
Mhm.
You need to give you like a tower shield, just like sweep the corridor.
yeah, just more
Yes.
heavy armor, just better heavy armor, just pile on me.
Okay, that's it then.
Right, that's me.
This guy is dead. This guy. He will stay behind cover and full attack Barnabas.
Okay.
See, Barnabas does not have cover. Neither of them do. So that's a 25
Oof.
Yeah.
and an 18.
You guys are so good at hitting.
18 misses.
Wish I could
25
do that.
is was it KAC? No, it's not a crit. Okay, it's just 10.
And these guys don't have crit effects anyways.
Oh, okay.
Ash. All right. He's also
Right.
on fire, so.
He is on fire, yeah. Tell me how much on fire he is.
1d6, but
Chip.
I don't think it's D6.
No, it is a D6 with a
sorry.
laser rifle.
Yeah. Oh, it's not rifle. I keep
Yep.
thinking pistol.
What
Yep.
was it again? Roll? Or
No,
just
Yeah.
Forward slash
roll.
roll D6.
wait, what?
It's forward slash roll space D6.
Okay.
Or 1D6 or whatever.
Great.
Still extra.
please die from this.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
3, no. Afraid not.
Burns alive.
God damn it. Oops. Oh, it's
See,
a guard.
this guy will attempt to jump down. Let's see how good at jumping he is.
Be shit, be shit, be
Oh,
shit.
it's funny.
Damn it.
Funny. Flop.
Really hoping he'd roll like a 1 and then break his leg.
Right in his face.
And then we'll just shoot him in the face. Mercy kill him.
He's got the healing gun now.
Yep, but he's gonna put that away as he goes forward.
No.
It's
Oof.
fine. He's in the
Why can't
firing
people-
range.
No, I could never explode because like there's too many people
But-
around.
That is a double move on his part. Jack Pierre.
Fire! Phil.
I could just shoot that guy.
This guy has rather thick gauntlets that seem to be spinning up, spitting sparks and such, as he does like the typical boxer like warm-up move, like limbering his shoulders.
Alright.
Well, shit.
Well, we'll see how he likes it. If we just,
Load into him.
I mean, I guess that's really what we can do here. Like, we'd like to do something fancy, but there really isn't. Like, I can't force move him, you know.
Right.
So I guess I'll shoot him. I can see him. Take a die.
Damn.
Yeah, that hits. He is flat-footed.
Good, and he takes 9 damage. Is it enough to?
That would be enough for a crit, yeah.
All right, then the guy next to him can take 2.
Oh, beautiful.
He's still alive.
Yes, and then Jake Pierre goes back in cover. It's bad. Need to get a bird to teleport the bear. That'd be-
That
Alright.
is.
I shoot the lieutenant. Hopefully, maybe he's flat-footed and all.
Need to get better birds in there.
18.
That's the key.
Yeah, you hit.
11 damage.
I do have a revelation later on that means I can fly, so defy gravity, but that's a bit later on.
Also,
Hashtag
kind
fly
of
best.
here. I don't think there's too much.
Yeah, I'll move up.
Okay.
Oh,
Andy,
yeah.
if you can do it. Yeah, just a chance to get in there.
Do you want a grease, Barnabas, to try and get this guy? Because if he's flat-footed and prone, then maybe you can just mow into him.
Well, honestly, what I plan on doing is fighting defensively because fully attacking is great, but I'm also very open and I'd like to not get hit as much. So
Yeah.
it
Well,
might be
in
useful
that
to
case,
flat-foot him for everyone else to mitigate the cover disadvantage, though.
Just stand up.
it's
Flat foot
prone.
only, or prone is only good for melee.
Yeah, but I self directly for
You're breaking up
Breaking
again.
up, yeah.
God damn it.
To your voice emitter, it's functioning.
There's also the case that when he dies, we'll probably need to move into the room at some
Yeah.
stage. So
That's true. Yeah. I'll just shoot him, I guess. Yeah, no, there's nothing else I can do.
If I were you,
That's-
Barnabas, I would delay until after chip at least. If Andy doesn't kill him, because
true.
might still be a
Uh,
chance to.
Nope.
No, that is
Another 2. Jesus.
so many 2s.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Rolled a 1 and a 2 this fight. Guess I'll move a little closer.
Okay. Surely they don't have more grenades. Barnabas.
Yeah, he will delay until after chip.
All right.
Well, this guy, he is quite happy where he is, and will shoot at Barnabas.
Yep.
Pew, 16.
Nope.
Chip.
Yes, I will shoot and hit. No,
No.
maybe not. Well,
Oh,
Nugget will move.
oh, Nugget, sorry.
Oh, he'll get
If he
fucking
moves
protected.
there,
Here?
and then he'll still get one.
Yeah. Should
Yeah.
just move or
I don't think there's point to that, but maybe,
okay. I'll just leave him.
maybe. This
Looks
guy is
very
like 15 up
disappointed.
or something.
His
Yeah.
robot tail is down between his legs, you guys. All right, that's me.
How dare you program a dog so it can feel sad?
Barnabas.
Right. He will use Dark Manner for DR as a move action, and then he will fight defensively against the lieutenant. So just take the first attack from this on him. Or should I kill the? Should I
Kill
kill
the other one.
Yeah,
Kill
I'll go
cadet,
for
yeah.
the cadet then instead.
It was a dream.
Ignore the second attack. That's not
This one
gonna
is
hit.
a miss.
Okay.
Also, how long is he on fire for?
I have no idea.
Pass,
know
it
how
just
long
says burn.
How long does burn last
Probably
for?
until he takes an action to turn it out.
I think so, yeah.
Do read up on what the effects on your weapons
I will
do.
look it up.
You will have to tell me. I can't know every weapon.
A bunch of burn here.
Yes, more than fair.
But he probably dies. Let's look it up later.
At the
Reflex
start
save at the end of your
each
turn.
you take before you take any actions.
No, you take the damage at the start of your turn. At the end of your turn, reflex save. If you pass the reflex save, which
you
is 10
can
plus
take-
the amount of fire damage you took during that round, then you are not burning.
So he should actually have had a one of DC 12.
Oh, he's dead now. Fine.
And
Well,
just
that's good for him.
every round that you fail, you get a +2 bonus consecutive to try.
Okay. Right, this guy. If you've ever played Mike Tyson's Punch Out for the NES, that's what he's gonna try to do.
All right, let's go. Little
With
dark
a
move.
full attack, so these will be with a -4. For a net 20,
Oh, jeez.
uppercutting the bear for 18 energy damage.
Oh,
God.
Followed by a 16, which misses.
See something about those gloves that makes Jacques Pierre salivate in his water a little bit.
I
That's the
think
fact that the
Barnabas is
operative
just going to
weapon
be
right
the crit magnet of this campaign.
there. Fuck though.
18.
18 damage.
I'm assuming something else happens, right? Or is it just that?
No, it's just that.
Do a D4.
Okay.
How the fuck does he do 18 damage with him? My god.
Does that? Am I out of? No, not yet. I'm almost out of stamina. That's great.
Jacques Pierre.
I'll shoot him. Get him. Well, 5-footed, but probably not a hit.
He doesn't see it coming, but you also miss. So.
Oh god, he's so confused.
Mind the unseen actors. Thaddeus. Shoot. That is a hit. Smacking at him. He doesn't look too well, but the thought of punching a bear excites him to the point where he doesn't care about death.
Oh.
Andy. 13, unfortunately, does not connect. This guy. Well, this guy will climb down. He will have to roll a thing for that. It's not difficult, but yeah, he makes it. And then he'll go over here. Chip.
yes, I will shoot the lieutenant dude.
Get him.
That is a hit.
No more ammo though.
Drops him.
Yes, and I will use a what is that?
Move action.
An action to reload.
Barnabas.
Where's this guy? Where is he? I need to see where he is.
He hid around the corner because he saw this coming.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he's all ready for an explosion in his face.
Yes.
He fails.
20 fire damage.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Thank God.
None of us see this. We just see Barnabas disappear around the corner and then see the light.
It is 10 feet, so you can see it like splay out this side.
That's awesome.
All right. Yeah, that's him.
Oh, the captain is isolated. Can never let such a thing happen.
Nope.
Doobie-doobie-doo. See anything from here, but can see something here. Can't do much about it though. Actually, he still has an action left. From the hallway, you can, well, not Barnabas, but Chip can barely make out the shape of a person with a large gun who will attempt to shoot at Barnabas. Although Barnabas does have cover against this attack.
That's
For
a
in
miss for cover.
19.
Miss.
Jacques Pierre.
Oh, I need to be.
Oh, I just realized I do an extra 1d6 of that because I leveled up, but that's good for next time.
That might be relevant, so do it.
Yeah. 6.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
just dead.
Okay.
We can only see like this up to here. Or is there more?
Yes, this is darkness. There's no light.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Barnabas is glowing. 20
Oh,
feet.
Barnabas is glowing. Well, do I have a thing for you yet?
Is that something I need to do, or I'm not familiar?
No,
with
it's
this?
something I can set up for you.
Okay,
Let me do that really quick.
sure. It's only for in combat, so if you have a toggle or something,
Yes, I do.
perfect.
See, it's a 20 circle. Let's make it the same light as a lantern. There we go. Give that to you. Barnabas glows now.
Yeah, let me just
Whoa.
quickly double check the range of that. Let's see here.
One more.
Yeah, you can see a hallway going this way, obviously, and also a door up here.
How high up is this?
This is like 15 feet.
Okay. I'll
It
try
is
to
dim
trick
light.
shoot this Aeon cadet. There, take it.
Yep, you hit.
He's doing very well right now, and flat-footed for that person. I hope.
Yes. No,
Yes.
your 27 is not
Oh.
high enough. He is CR8.
All right. That's
This guy, well, he doesn't have to get as close. He can't see you from there after all. What am I doing? Oh yeah, make him visible. Yeah, oddly enough, your dark vision ends before you can see him, but he is in light, so you can see him
Yeah.
without dark vision, but not with dark vision. But you can see a person here.
Confusing. Huh.
Yeah, dark vision has a specific range, whereas normal vision does not. But
Maybe
Jacques
it's
Pierre
people.
will get shot by a railgun.
No!
25 for
Well
7
done.
damage.
Oh,
Imperial pacification rifle.
At least it's 7 damage. I don't have to
the
take.
water is getting disrupted.
Thaddeus.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
you should hang
me.
back.
Just
Barnabas.
got.
You're good.
Yeah, get the
Then,
fuck back. Get the fuck back, Barnabas.
We need you for the next fight.
Come over here and drop prone. And then I will shoot him without penalties for the first time in forever. And roll a 16. Ugh.
That's which one? The one in front?
Yes, I don't see
I
anyone
don't see
else.
another one. Is there another one?
I'm
There
terrified
is
now.
another one.
Where?
But all of you people with dark, he's right here, but your dark vision is limited.
Oh.
Okay.
He is, however, in light, so you can see him. But
Oh, okay.
you have to support too.
It's the real
Most of
life.
it. You know what? I'm just gonna put him here.
Sure.
There you go.
There we go.
All right. I shot him. I'm prone. I moved 30 feet. Yeah.
Andy.
Andy will move forward here and shoot the one that is flat-footed. So. Yes, finally.
Yeah, he is shot through the heart, and you're to blame.
He gave love a bad name.
He did. Chip. Who's very quiet.
Harry, you're muted.
Walk
Muted
through this
even.
carnage.
Yes.
Oh, well, you know,
It happens, don't worry.
All the
I
bloody
am very
carnage.
sneaky, so you know what?
I
All
did
right,
it like
well,
5 times last session.
I'll shoot the dude. My overcharged laser.
Yeah,
17.
that is it. 17 damage. Bam.
And Nugget is just gonna move. He can't do anything else. Poor boy. But he'll move a bit. That's
Okay.
me.
Barnabas.
Barnabas is gonna have a look over here. And not get
Oh,
fired.
look, there's some stuff here.
Yeah,
What's
the
over in
door
this
was
corner?
right here.
Okay. He won't do anything. He'll just stand here.
In this corner, that's just nothing. Just a corner.
He'll yeah. He'll stay here.
Okay.
Scout
Yeah,
the
let
door.
us take this.
Yeah.
Can do a perception check.
I could if I was looking for anything in particular. But my perception's not very good. But I guess I could. Sheep.
Sure. Although I think it'll become irrelevant in a moment as the door opens.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
A perfect plan.
Poor
And
Barnabas.
with a rather large rifle
Ah,
and armor that is far different from the cadets, much more form-fitting as well as green with various amounts of not medals but like insignias on it, custom made for sure. This figure will shoot Barnabas in the face with a large assault rifle.
No.
Oh, no. Captain!
Fuck.
You hear the thump, thump, thump of
No.
bullets shooting forward.
Barnabas.
As she hasn't moved yet. She shall.
And so we meet again.
Champion, we have never met her.
Yeah. Nope.
And as she moves over the downed body of Barnabas, she discards her assault rifle, reaching for the sword on her back.
Oh,
Ro-
jeez.
oh.
I hope for you that is an operative weapon. All right. Well, what a bitch. Seems like someone who's currently asking for it.
Did he move into 10 reach of Nugget?
Yeah, but not through it.
Damn it.
But not through.
Only
Come
into.
closer.
Well. How hard is it to climb up this thing?
It's not that difficult. It's like scaffolding. You can find handholds.
So what's my DC for if I want to get up here, say?
We are looking at a doobadoo. Where's the thing? Climbing is athletics, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It is a DC of 10. It's not very difficult.
I can't fail that,
Yeah.
so I guess I will just move. I guess it's double movement to climb, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I can move. Let's not move into reach. 10, and then that would be 40. As he's climbing 15. And then trick attacking down from here. Oh, he has the high ground.
21 is not enough to blindside her.
Sadly, that was what I hoped for, but maybe a hit.
It is a hit.
So-
Barely.
6 sharp damage. And he feels a little safer up here.
Well, this guy will drop prone. Prone. And shoot a jump.
What?
25. 5
Yeah,
damage.
that's a hit.
That is.
All right. Fuck. This lady's
I
like
think you have to tank this one.
right here. Yeah. So he'll kip up, as is my right. Drop
One of those,
his.
like, backflips to stand.
Yeah, exactly. Does a drops his rifle and takes up the cannon again.
No, think of Barnabas.
Yeah, don't hit Barnabas.
It's fine. It's fine. Well, I didn't actually mean to press it. at that point, but
It's fine.
know.
Oh well.
Because there's a way to do this, but it's misbehaving. Damn it. So I can do that, and because it's shape 1, I can exclude this square. Thus avoiding everyone but the wench I want to murder.
If any of these dudes were faking it, they're sure dead now.
Yeah. 15?
15 is not enough.
Aww.
The fire and lightning washes over her, but her armor seems to be pretty good.
Well, fuck, guys. I guess...
the damage in these things are much better than the other. Like, that dude did like 18 damage with a D4 weapon. What I need is not their weapons. I need their arms to wield them.
Andy.
Should be arranged.
Does
To be
this
fair,
guy
that was a crit.
It's grafting. It's a melee
this guy
weapon.
next
It's
to
fine.
me
I know
have
how it works.
Does this guy next to me have a gun on him? Any of the tactical
Yes.
rifles or anything?
He has an automatic pistol, which is honestly quite shit, so you probably don't want it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna step over here. I'll pick it up because why not? And I will cast mirror image on myself.
Okay.
Creating 4 figments, 4 images. That's me.
All right.
Is
mirror
Wolf
image.
considering killing this guy up here too at some point?
Yeah, should I take
Yep.
care of him or try to?
We can't kill this person.
I've got an idea to try and weaken her, but I have to wait and get
Well-
close. So I have to mirror.
So if you want to
I
move
will
like
try
over
shooting
to
the other
other
guy.
one-
The guy up there. We pray
do
that
that.
it's a hit.
21, yeah, does hit him, even though he's prone and trying to not get hit. But that shot obliterates him completely.
And Nugget should be able to
Nice.
reach the lady, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yes. He'll do
it
an
is
attack as
a
well.
breach.
Oh, no.
No.
Natural-
Barnabas.
He'll stabilize himself with the resolve point.
All right.
Yeah, I might just stay there for now.
So this person in the form-fitting, to say the least, armor will step forward.
She's gonna fit
And-
perfectly.
Try to slice Thaddeus with a sword.
Fucking cut. Alright.
Oh god.
Settle down.
Well, try.
Whoa.
Inevitable
Wow.
downfall. Man, I want that fucking
Jeez.
thing.
I want that
you know?
thing. Jesus.
It should be mine. It should be an
That is-
operative weapon.
That is 22 slashing damage.
Alright.
And since that, as per the rules, count as a crit, you also bleed for a d6.
We need to be healed, I think, for that to stop.
Yeah. Well, that's at the start of my turn, right?
Bleed,
Something.
bleed.
quick
You
fix.
take the listed amount of damage at the beginning of your turn each round until this condition ends. Your bleeding can be stopped with a successful DC 15 medicine check as standard action, or through the application of any ability that restores hit points.
It cannot be stopped.
I'm gonna die.
We need to end combat.
Jacques Pierre.
Oh, let's just see if I can get this weapon.
Oh, God.
Might be enough flatfoot.
It is. Didn't write down the DC, but yeah, it is.
It is 20 plus CR.
Yeah, but I don't. I haven't written down the CR of this person.
Well, hopefully not 6.
I believe it's exactly 6, which means you hit it.
Okay. Oof, CS 6. Damn. Alone. That's an encounter for us, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, probably don't hit it, but
Yeah, she is flat-footed.
Oh.
Also, you have -1 ammo. You should fix that.
yeah. Well, that battery.
Oh god. All right.
Take a d6 damage.
Yeah. Well, you tell me the damage, don't you?
All right. I will tell you 5 damage.
Oh,
I regret everything I
Ouch.
just said.
I mean, we roll
God
badly, so.
Damn it.
Understand. But no attack of opportunity on you. That's what I did. So if you want to get the fuck out of there,
Well, yeah, I'll do
at
that.
least make some distance.
I'll
Go
get a
for it.
little bit of distance, but
not be full attacked, because I think that matters.
Yeah. I've still got the Hydra cannon out. But that's fine. Because I don't need to shape anything if I do that. So let's try this again, shall we? Oh, 15 again? Although she's flat-footed now, maybe.
With flat-footed, that hits exactly.
Alright, 8
Nice.
electrical fire damage. So, screw you, lady. Oh, she's like, not even.
She's zapped and burned a tiny bit.
I'm gonna die.
You hear like the snort that someone does when they're just don't care enough to laugh.
Yeah. He
It's like
moves through the room.
that anime, like adjusting your glasses that it reflects in the light.
Yes.
Mumbling, pathetic.
Evil man.
While you were flying airplanes, I mastered the blade.
Andy moves through this corridor, and as he does so, it kind of looks like he lags. Like there's some bits of him that look like they stay behind. Another one like jumps forward, but then he catches up with it. Just like very bizarre. And he's gonna move. Actually, can you get rid of this dead guy? I'm gonna step here.
He's probably
Oh, it's fine.
already.
It's fine. He moves up there and takes out his arm that has the computer on it, and we'll just try and jab it straight into Lieutenant Sharu, casting inject nanobots, and he scores a crit. That's awesome.
40
That-
damage.
yeah.
Hell yes.
40 damage. Okay.
40 damage, and she's
Good
confused
God.
for round.
Tell me how this looks, because yeah,
She got it's a fortitude save, right?
she does get a fortitude save, yeah,
Jesus. Wow.
and she does make the save, but she still takes 20 damage.
Okay, so I'm not confused. That's unfortunate. That was the main thing. But yeah, and his finger needles and through to jabber in the neck. And through that, his like Yu-Gi-Oh! Dual disc glows, and little like nanites start going through his arm into her neck, trying to disrupt her circuitry.
She does seem to resist through pure hatred for you alone, but that definitely took a chunk out of her.
Yeah. It's also like weird because he's got so many images, it just looks like Andy's lagging, but in real life, which shouldn't be a thing.
That took a chunk out, like a fifth.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna
Jeez.
die. Like, oh my god.
The health bar lies. Yep.
All right. Well, I will shoot the lady now.
Yeah,
That
that
is shit damage. That's one damage. What the? Well,
does, however, hit.
yeah. And knock it will, of course. Oh, no. That's me.
Barnabas?
I don't think I should do anything.
Oh, it's
So
not now. It's not time. She'll just step up and fucking down you again.
Well,
I
she
won't
will
be able to pick up.
attempt to full attack Andy.
Okay.
Also, Andy, your health is messed up a bit. There's a space for your stamina. That doesn't look right.
What?
There's like a space between the slash and the 24 for your health.
Oh, weird. Yeah. Can you move the Aeon guard, because I can't select my token while they're both. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. I'll see if I can fix that. What is it? It's my max health. I don't know why there's a space there, but yeah, that looks correct.
Okay, I mean, if that's fine, that's fine. But she will attempt to full attack Andy, so these will be with a -4.
Okay.
For a 12 and a 13.
And those are both kinetic, right?
Yes.
Let me just. Okay, so it's kinetic and 12. I have macros for this. Nope. Let me just- Kinetic and 17. Cool.
Alright.
So she does hit one. She just completely misses me for one of them. Takes out one of the images, and his legs is slightly less. But he does not get hit.
Alright.
All
Check.
right, let's see if we can repeat performance. Really?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No,
Maybe a
that
hit.
is
Maybe.
a miss. No.
Well, nothing. Nothing then.
That is?
All right. I guess I'm swapping guns again because I can't use the Hydra cannon right now. Oh,
Sorry.
I will murder everybody. But
No longer flat-footed, so she will stab you if you shoot next.
I'm not next to her.
No, just in general.
Yeah. Okay. I'm shooting her because I believe she doesn't have 10-foot reach.
She does not.
Okay. Good. Shoot. Pew.
Yeah, that is it.
21 for 12.
She's good with her sword, but she can't deflect bullets.
Good.
Andy.
I'm going to use my spell cache feature to once per day cast a spell, even if I don't have a spell slot. I'm going to use Inject Nanobots again. For 16 versus EAC. What's left?
That is a miss.
What?
Worth a try.
Do not connect.
That's too bad.
Chip.
Chip will shoot.
23.
Yes.
That's it. I will tell you she's at 1 hit point.
And Nugget, come on, Nugget. Nope.
Nugget.
No.
And
Barnabas.
Barnabas, rise from the grave and slaughter.
If nothing else, I'll use Overheat and Shield.
He'll get up with the resolve point, his last one.
It'll look cool if you kill her.
We'll try. Does she have an opportunity attack though?
No.
She does
Well,
not have
she
reach.
does, but no.
No. Oh yeah, okay, sure. Look it up. I would actually
No.
like to be. There we go. Heal for. Let's hit her.
Yes, Barnabas.
Wipe. Describe.
Yes!
We see Barnabas just lying on the floor as he regains consciousness and sees.
Wait, we don't want to kill her though, right? We want her alive.
No, fuck her.
We
No,
do?
we need
Well,
her.
because
She's gonna tell.
yeah,
us.
she knows where like she was.
I
The
mean,
one who
I
sent
thought
our
her.
friends away.
I thought her idea was if we can't interrogate her, we can just check her stuff.
Yeah, we
and
can check her
figure out
stuff.
that way. I mean, she gave orders from something, so.
But we're gonna have to let her go if we capture her.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
We don't execute
Um,
prisoners.
All right, I'm just saying.
We'll
I
kill her.
mean, it's Barnabas's call.
Yeah.
What does
As
he feel
always.
like?
I mean, in Barnabas's case, he's not coherent enough to think about these things. He just got up off the floor,
Yeah.
sees like Thaddeus harassed in the corner, and he doesn't know whether he has like he's still feeling the slight concussion he's getting, or Andy looks like there's 3 of him. But he just stumbles over and manifests his claw and into a kind of stumbling strike that rips through the back of her, probably not noticing that he was even going to attempt to try. Just basically ravages her back open, and she drops down onto the floor, dead.
She crumples indeed. Combat is over for the time being.
Tell us about that sword, Sheep.
That sword, I will have to disappoint Manikai, is not an operative weapon.
I want it.
King of Ease.
It
Give
is
me-
it is a cold dispelling carbon steel curved blade.
Cold
Jeez.
dispelling. Good grief, Sheep. You're gonna have to give me a thing for that.
We stick
Okay.
it in the robot.
But I'll take it.
I can tell you that cold is you can, as a swift action, teleport this weapon into your hands.
Nice.
Okay. Yep.
And dispelling means on a crit, you get a free dispel magic.
Oh, right. Okay.
And it's a carbon steel curved blade.
Carbon steel curved blade. Is that just a... Where is that in the thing?
It is a two-handed, uncategorized weapon, apparently. It's a D10 of slashing damage, analog, D6 of bleed on a crit.
Sounds like the kind of thing she might have found here.
Not as cool as when she used it.
Is it in the normal handbook?
Yes. It's one of the few weapons from the normal handbook.
It is.
I'm
And
struggling
it does
to
not
find
look like she found it. It looks to be custom made.
Ooh, alright, hang on, I'm struggling. Is it advanced or basic?
It is a two-handed weapon.
Advanced.
Advanced two-handed weapon.
Yeah.
It's in the uncategorized category of the two-handed weapons.
Can you just write there, like, copy paste the name of the weapon, and I'll just look for it
Yes.
while we carry on.
Just a big ass sword, really.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
It's also a pair of boxing gloves.
Yes, the static polarity gauntlets, I believe they're called.
Okay. Take your word for it.
Where is it? Yes, static polarity gauntlets. They are, in fact, an operative weapon that you will not find in the core rulebook. They do a d6 of electricity and have got a bunch of stuff. I will just snipping tool you the stat block.
Halldamir, the quote you wanted to use.
I know. I'm ready.
Doobie-doobie-doo. There you go. Polarize means if you hit someone multiple times in the same turn, they take the extra d4 of damage.
Neat.
Was it called and banish?
Cold and dispelling.
Dispelling, that was it. There you go. Ooh. That's,
Basic melee weapon? Or
That is an advanced melee weapon.
can I use advanced melee weapon?
Alright, does anyone want an azimuth laser rifle? Because I'm going to have to drop mine.
I could take it.
I do not have proficiency with advanced melee weapons. As such, cannot use the gloves.
Not even with the operative property.
Nope. I have I mean, at least on the character sheet it says basic melee and small arms and sniper rifles. I can check the class description.
The azimuth laser rifle is a long arm, right?
Yeah.
I could use it.
Okay, do you want it?
Sure. Better than my crappy hunting rifle.
Sure.
Yep. Basic melee weapons, small arms, and
Take it.
sniper rifles. All I can use.
Thaddeus hands
Notice
you
that
his old gun.
And he just looks at him like,
Take
what?
care of it.
He like he takes the sword. It's big and it's two-handed. And then he like sort of like moves his shoulder back to side, and then he jumps up and down, and then he just reaches onto his back, grabs his laser rifle, and he just passes it to Andy, and says happy birthday.
And he's still lagging out from his mirror image spell, so there's like multiple sets of his eyes just looking blank at you, like what? What? That is it. This is your old. What?
He'll
Why?
just say so matter of factly, it's too heavy. You can have it.
Thank you. This is very considerate. I will look after it. And then he stops lagging out as the spell ends.
Does anyone else want to take those gauntlets?
I mean, I will if no one else will. It's a melee weapon.
Yeah, doesn't know how to do boxing. It was not one of the extra people.
I'm just gonna
We put
steal it.
in high
boxing
school.
gloves on Nugget.
I mean,
Yes.
he can't
Technically.
use them right now, I think. Oh, wait, maybe he can. He can. Is it advanced?
Yes, it's an advanced melee weapon.
Well, he can then.
Take them in a pocket for now. If not,
Yeah, I mean, I'll put them in.
Can
there's still
Yeah, you take them for now.
the healing gun, the shield cannon.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we want that.
And an armor for this person. This is a
Custom
good
armor.
too.
That's very pretty.
Yeah, amazing
Yeah.
cuttlefish armor.
We can uncustomize it.
It's very tight.
It's got like
Yeah,
boom
take-
armor and everything.
You know.
Hey, he can
Water.
shape the water wherever he wants to.
Yeah.
You guys don't need armor. You don't get hit.
Wow.
The shield emitter is exactly what it said on the tin. If I could find the dude, there he is. It does 2d4 of, in quotation marks, damage if you hit. But those 2d4 are applied as temporary hit points instead, with a 40 feet range.
That's cool.
What type of weapon is it?
It is a uncategorized small arm.
So, if
No.
we give that to Chip, she might be able to
Okay.
overcharge it.
Class abilities do not work with it. Basically, I will tell you right now, the rules about this weapon are very vague, to the point where there's much contention. I have basically decided no special abilities or weapon focus or anything work with it, but I've doubled the base amount of shielding it does. So 2d4 no matter what.
That's
Okay,
the
who wants it?
no- I mean, and you have to hit your buddy. That's the problem.
Yes, you have to hit.
Which basically means that I don't need it because I'm not going to be spend my turn trying to hit an ally for like 2d4.
What happens if you tried to shoot yourself with it? Like, did you get a bonus? I mean, it's
Ultimate
point blank,
tanking.
right? So
Every turn.
You know what? I haven't thought about that, but I think you can shoot yourself without missing.
all right, well,
Mhm.
maybe I
Give
should
the
take it then.
Bambers, take it.
Yeah. Shoot yourself
If
before
anyone's going to be
rushing
stuck in a corridor, you just turn your back to them and keep pressing the trigger.
Do check that out, Cheap. Just so we're.
There are no rules on it, so I will let
Yeah.
you do that.
I don't
Okay,
think they
thanks.
were like, if you want to shoot yourself,
I mean, I guess it's a coup de grace against a willing target.
so that would be a lot of healing.
It is 2d4 no matter what. No crits, no nothing.
So I just looked up cold, and it takes 24 hours of ownership before the cold effect kicks in, which is fair. But I think
Just
it was
don't
important.
lose it somewhere where you can't get it back within those 24 hours.
Yep.
And
Well,
it's useful
actually, hang on.
if we get taken by the police or something, then you can like.
Well, if so long as it's
Some of the
within
abilities.
100 feet of me, because it can't be further than that.
Yeah, but that's still a
supposedly.
very useful thing if
It's
we're going to
incredibly
Atlantis
useful.
space, because someone might be shaken down, and then you can be like, sword.
Yep.
Actually,
shoot, it's
Valky,
unwieldy. Sorry, yeah, go on.
Can't full attack with it.
it's unwieldy.
It's unwieldy, yeah. It doesn't really matter.
Just wondering, actually, maybe it'd be better for Andy to, because when we end up in light corridor situations, there's not a whole lot I can do unless I'm going to cast a spell. So that might be a good time for some to just stand behind you and spam you with that.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a
the
good,
shield
if you
protector.
have a good bonus or a small arm, then
I'm that's actually the only one that my class starts on.
yeah, take it. And it's not like we can't swap around if we find it's better anyway. So you take it for now.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to drop the hunting rifle though, which is fine.
I'll take it. I can carry it.
You want?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. You can
Yeah,
hold on to it if you want.
yeah, I can. Is that just a?
Okay.
Is that just
I'm
a?
gonna say,
orb
like
weapon,
Nugget has
or-
no equipment on it. He can carry 7 without.
I have literally 0 bulk.
So,
I have that industrial backpack where all my stuff fits into.
Barnabas has 8 before encumberment is a thing.
I don't have a lot to begin.
Is that hunting rifle just a core weapon, Zareth, or is it a custom thing?
That's
It's
cool,
just
but-
it's a core rulebook one, like very basic.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just so I can use
cheapest,
the actual
crappy,
sheet to do
yeah.
it. That's cool.
Anyway, I'm gonna make macros for these later, but
Just say
then
that
there
you
was
have
an
that thing for now, the shield thing.
specialized cuttlefish armor.
Yes, cuttlefish. No, wait, that's not on my,
Right?
on my sheet.
actually, Valky, I could just copy my macro over to Barnabas.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Thank you. I
Yeah,
haven't
so-
selected them, so you can do it now.
Tell us about
It
yourself.
is.
Cool.
It is in fact heavy armor,
Yes.
armor even,
And moi.
and you will notice in the upgrade slots it says 1+1 and then an asterisk.
Mhm.
It has 1 upgrade slot plus a slot for an Aeon stone.
Oh,
It will be safe and will no longer float around you.
sweet. Perfect.
That's practical. Battle
Okay.
dress.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow! Oh, you're gonna be so pretty.
Well, it is. Well, Well, it will have to be custom fitted, though. I can't just wear it now because I'm a large.
Just squeeze.
No, we'll need to spend time
Squeeze you the bed was-
adjusting it.
Yes.
But that's
Yeah.
fine.
But that's fine.
That seems reasonable.
We've got an engineer,
Let's
or
see.
5.
Not a tailor.
Make this 4 times as big. You know,
It's
that's what I
made
do
out
when
of
I buy-
plate armor, so I
Can
don't
have
think you need a
pants
tailor.
4 times as large. I just need 4 times as many. But
I need some of those doors that were blocking all the sound then for the rest of
Actually, what's interesting is it gives me less armor, but I have 2 upgrades. Well, 1 upgrade slot, I guess. I don't know. I'll have
Would
a
there
look at
be
it.
any upgrade already in it?
Let me take a look.
Maybe
But
like
I
an
don't
Iron
believe
Stone
so.
of ultimate badassery? With the fucking murder eyes?
Good thing you asked, because yes, there are upgrades already in there
Oh, well, look at that.
that I completely missed.
That'd be
There's
significantly better.
a clear spindle Aeon Stone
Okay.
and a targeting computer, whatever that.
Let me check.
Oh,
Really?
Oh, that could be useful.
It sounds good. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
I read this earlier.
This targeting computer helps you compensate for poor visibility conditions, ignore concealment on attacks you make. This
Jesus.
doesn't have any effect against targets with total concealment. It's only partial.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
that
it's
is-
total concealment, you can't shoot anything, but
If it's
that
not,
would
yeah,
be
you can-
really nice for me. That upgrade, and we can transfer upgrades, I believe.
Yes, upgrades are plug and play.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to take that now?
No, it
'Cause
takes
I
10
can't use
minutes.
the armor. Oh,
It takes
right.
10
Well,
minutes to remove, but we'll
I
look
need
into
a
it.
long rest. Or short rest, I mean. I can't walk out here with 1 HP.
Anything else of value on Sub-Lieutenant or Lieutenant Sharu?
Value is questionable, but she does appear to be carrying 2 data pads.
Pick them up.
We need information.
Before we check that out, we should probably
Pass
check
them
out
over.
and secure the compound, though.
Take them with.
Grab whatever there is, and then
Do we want to take... we probably want to take a short rest, though. For Barnabas and I's sake.
For Barnabas' sake, yeah.
goes.
You could attempt to take a short rest.
Yeah, maybe we should secure the compound first.
Maybe be
Maybe
looking through the
Shakya should go and scout.
I'll stay here, you guys.
nugget.
There's a
Nugget
door
will
up here, right?
Nugget will go.
There's a door, and I'll ruin the tension by revealing the rest.
Yay.
Because it's all clear, we're fine.
We loot the ship.
Giant scorpion.
There's
Oh, cool.
10 zombies.
There's loads of beds, damn.
Oh,
Aha.
They took
Yes, sweet.
they took the communal area a bit too seriously.
hmm
Around. Check the bathrooms.
Speak to the water.
Should I roll stealth checks? Sheep, or is that?
No. You will find this place empty of any souls and anything living.
He'll return and say that there's no
Living.
one else here, and that perhaps we should go into what appears to be a weird, like, cockpit, maybe
Certainly looks like the front of the ship.
front of the ship. Let's go there.
Cool.
Seems like something people could take a look at. Then I assume we'll take a short rest.
You can take a short
There's
rest.
chairs and beds. Sit on the bed.
Yeah, the room, which looks to at one place have been a rather luxurious crew quarters with still bunk beds, but good bunk beds. There's lockers to each of next to each of them, but the entire place is fairly ruined.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Also, Alki.
Yeah.
In regards to that hunting rifle, the macros are reading it off your character sheet. So if you fill in your BAB, then it should work perfectly fine right now and use your stats. So just so you know.
Thanks.
Someone trained. Oh, actually, hang on. Am I trained in engineering? I feel like I am. I am. So screw you guys. I'm doing this on my own. Don't need to roll anything, so I don't need anyone special. I'm gonna take that targeting computer off of that armor and slap it on mine. I'm just gonna.
We take a rest then, yeah. Or
But he said that we could, right?
You can take a rest.
Yes.
okay. Oh god. Actually, I don't have any resolve points left, so I can't restore stamina. Just realized. So
We can heal you, right?
24 hours. I can't receive the same treatment for 24 hours. It's not per person. It's per recipient.
That's a bummer.
It's alright. I'll just hide in the corner.
Been a rough day.
I'll
Yeah.
keep you company,
Sounds like-
buddy.
It's been a very rough
Someone
day.
needs to. Yeah. All right. Can I analyze the data pads? Seeing as we've killed the person who knows where our friends were taken,
You certainly can.
I'm just gonna scour through them, looking for like most recent entries, and orders, and deployment grids, or whatever. Like whatever I can find.
Okay. Well, Andy does that. Do the others of you do anything, any light work during your
Can
service?
I assist him?
Sure. Yeah.
We just sit at this table and look through all the tech.
Jackpad begins looking around.
Hmm.
Maybe there's some interesting things around.
I'll keep Barnabas company.
Okay.
Have a cigar.
Jacques Pierre, looking around, don't need a perception check for that. You do see some things which may be worth checking out. First of all, this area appears to once have been a cargo hold, including perhaps carrying a primitive form of UPB that could still be salvaged.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like quite a lot actually.
Maybe like a lot.
We're talking like 3,000 credits.
Woohoo!
Well, I mean, I'll take that. Yeah.
We'll add it to the bank, yeah.
And of course, this room has lockers, some of which seem in reasonable condition, but they are unfortunately locked, as lockers are.
Oh, for now. I can try to unlock them.
You can.
Is that like a? I guess that's mechanics, isn't it?
That would be engineering.
Well, you can
No,
call me if you
I
need.
won't be sticking my fingers in that then.
Or strength.
Or strength. No, I won't be doing that either.
Yeah, down here appears to be a medical bay.
Medical bay. Okay.
And this here is the real treasure, the
Loot
kitchen.
all the stuff.
Kitchen. Oh, maybe they
Yeah.
can be in there too.
If you collect mold, it's the jackpot.
Mold.
But I don't think any of you are mold collectors, so there's
Ah,
nothing to value there.
you have activated my trap card.
That was the awakened sloth. I might be interested in that, but no.
Are sloths particularly mold-like? Mold loving?
Well, not algae technically in their
Ah.
fur. They grow it. Like, it's like if your back was so hairy you could have a farm there, and you moved so slowly you could live from it.
I'll use that joke for my Christmas dinner with my dad then. Glad he doesn't watch this. Oof.
So in here, is there?
There do appear to be a few things that are still salvageable. You can write down 4 tier 1 analgesics. Analgesics.
Loot master, quartermaster.
I'm writing it down. I just can't remember how to spell analgesics.
Analgesics.
How do I spell
I have
analgesics?
no clue.
ANALGESAICS.
Hang on. ANAL.
GESICS.
Mhm.
I mean, it sounds like a medical thing.
I mean, that's literally. It is a medical thing. I just don't remember.
Analgesia is the relief from pain. So
So-
it's an anesthesiac.
Pain. Well, like
Painkiller.
morphine.
Yeah, painkiller.
Interesting.
I'll call that an anesthetic.
There are also 2 tier 1 antitoxin.
Alright. Keep
2.
those in hand.
Oh, yeah. Tier 1 anti-toxin, of which there are 2.
4 Mark 1 serums of healing.
Yes.
Never used them.
Serum of
Until the final
healing.
boss.
And an advanced medkit.
Oh,
I
nice.
can have that one. Oh, sure.
Medkit.
As a resident doctor.
Oh, you're gonna take that?
I mean, it's
What's
a
your
kit.
plus to medicine?
I got a plus 11.
Okay, get it. I have 10.
All right, you take that.
Speaking
Yeah.
of medicine, I think Thaddeus is still bleeding at this point.
Oh shit!
Yes.
I'm
Technically,
bleeding
he's
out.
dying.
He's
Medicine
just
check
so.
to stop bleeding.
I'm just like on the floor, bleeding.
Putting that
Barnabas,
One of us,
computer in your
save
one of
armor.
us
me.
just looks and sees a trail of blood move the ship. Like, oh yeah.
Barnabas, help
I
me.
mean, he's not trained. Unfortunately,
bleeding.
medicine is a trained skill, so he can't use it even because he doesn't have a rank.
What's it
Barnabas.
called? Advanced medical?
It's an advanced medkit, which, if used with Cure Deadly Wounds, lowers the DC to 20.
Mhm.
Lovely.
You can also cure
Do you need-
bleeding.
Do you need a tentacle with that? That is.
I need something. I don't know what.
What's the DC here to stop that?
15?
The DC to stop bleeding would
Should be small.
I lost it.
Irrelevant.
Oh yeah, right. That'll do.
But
it.
yeah,
Oh,
if you restore any amount of hit points, it would also stop.
Well, I'm
Oh.
fixing you up while you're bleeding.
All right,
So,
thanks.
I guess that's my level plus.
It's your level plus his level. No, it's his level plus your int modifier.
Okay.
If you roll 5
So-
more than the DC, which you probably did.
Yeah.
DC 20, right? So.
Well,
DC
I've not got any hit points to
Look, I
heal.
found this crust you'll think.
Well, you will in a moment because you forgot you were bleeding. So take 20 damage.
All right, settle down.
20 HP damage.
Does it go through stamina?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what made it so important.
all right,
Well, you can recover 6 of that.
nice.
Stop bleeding.
Oh my
I
god.
forgot you were
took,
bleeding.
like,
Oh my
15
god!
damage.
Oh shit! I've been walking around with that all day.
Barabas just looks at Thaddeus. He's like,
He's just
And
like,
you
you
huh?
look a bit hurt there, huh?
I got excited about the blade.
I got a scratch, huh? Ugh. Ugh.
Sheep, you said that the shield project heal, or it heals 1d4 or
2d4.
2d4. Right.
It's doubled.
Short rest. I can at least use a resolve point to get my stamina.
Wonderful.
Weird shenanigans.
So were we hacking the data pads? Or...
Yes. You can give me computers checks.
Get your stamina back, Barnabas.
Oh god, I remember 2.
I can't because I don't have.
But that
any-
would,
Oh, yeah,
you
you
were
can.
you were assisting.
Yeah, I was,
you were
yeah,
assisting.
I was
though.
assisting you.
Yeah, so I get a
Is
plus
that
2.
a success?
Yeah, so I get a plus 2, and it's at that 24.
Which one of the 2 data pads are you looking at mostly? There's one that looks fairly damaged and very, very old, whereas the other seems more new and standard.
I think we want to go for the new one first because that's probably her personal one. She probably looted the other one, and we want her personal to find out where our friends are. We can look at the other one on the way, like on the way back or something.
Okay, you look at
Look at the new
ones, which you can access without too much trouble. It does have some hacking countermeasures and such, but they are like
Child's play.
exactly, yeah. It's mostly a bunch of reports written in Aslanti, most of which appear to be addressed at a master at arms named Ola Raja in Madeline's Landing, who you encountered and murdered.
Yep, still have his spell.
There's a bit of information about Lieutenant Sharu herself, as well as her superior, who's apparently a member of the Aslanti nobility by the name of Sardat Zolan Ulivestra.
Sardat Zolan.
Was a part of the nobility.
Now, that person you haven't met.
Oh, damn it. I thought it was this girl.
It's Lieutenant Sharu's superior.
Hmm.
However, you could also give me a culture check.
Okay. 1 second. don't think I have a specific macro for that one yet. What do I have in culture? 4. D20 plus 4, 13.
Yeah. You write down the name and that's about it.
Yeah. Hey guys, has anyone heard of Sardat Zolan Oliver?
Barnabas will have a think.
All right.
Why,
the
yes,
rest of you can give me a culture check.
Of course, Andy. I've heard of him. He's my barber. Christ.
What a weird name for someone to have.
19.
Right. Then Jacques Pierre. Well, Chip agrees with Jacques Pierre that Sardat isn't actually a name; it's a title.
Oh.
Jacques Pierre even knows that it's sort of like someone not that high in the nobility, really, just in the lower circles. It's basically the equivalent of like a medieval baron, except this baron doesn't own a single castle, but rather a single planet. In the scope of the Aslanti Empire, that's fairly low down the nobility ladder.
So he's like a shitty lord.
Yeah,
Not
pretty
even
much.
really a baron. He just owns some land with some people on it.
Yeah. Shitty Space Lord.
Yeah. Just shitty space lord.
Jacques Pierre would also think that these lower nobles especially tend to be the more, perhaps not devious, but ambitious ones of the lot, and often do things behind the back of the grand scope of the empire, going like their own way, and often doing things in the name of the empire that the empire doesn't actually know about, like maybe claiming a colony.
That's how empires
worlds.
collapse. Or become labeled fascists. You
Or
know.
both, who knows?
Why not both?
But yeah, overall, the name sounds like some minor noble spearheaded this entire operation.
I want to
on
kill
that-
that shitty noble.
On the datapad, more importantly,
Mhm.
is a report that both Sedona, Tyr, and the Rune Drive were taken to a prison moon by the name of Gulta in the Aslanti Star Empire.
All right.
The name itself doesn't ring any bells for anyone, but there is a flight plan attached to the datapad.
I will basically open and go find Thaddeus. It's over here.
Sorry, I missed it, so it's perfect for Andy to explain in character.
Yeah, there we go. So you see Andy walking out of the 2 iPads and with tablets, and walks over to Thaddeus. What's Thaddeus doing as he walks over?
Bleeding.
Trying not to bleed out.
Comparing wounds.
Yeah, comparing wounds, smoking a cigar, relaxing generally.
Yeah. So you see Andy walk out, sort of focused, looking at the pad, sees you, like makes eye contact, and said, "Ah, Thaddeus, have you heard of the planet Bolter? Do you know where that is?" Gulta.
I don't know.
No.
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 Never heard of it.
Well, it seemed that that's where Sedona and Tyr, as well as the Rune Drive, were taken. But it also includes a flight plan. It makes no sense to me, but I figured you could take a look at it. See
All right.
if you can make sense of it.
Pass it out.
I will, pass the tablet over to Thaddeus. I tell him what the password is, and then I'll go start working on the other one.
Beep boop 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 boop.
Right, give me a. I guess piloting is fairly appropriate here.
Oof. What did I roll on that? A
It was a
1.
4.
You
No,
rolled
it was
a 1.
Wow.
It was a
Wow.
I mean, it's in a language that he doesn't speak from an empire he doesn't know.
What other check? Oh right. What other check other than piloting would be applicable, if any, really?
Like
Well,
profession soldier.
what about bounty hunter?
It's not really something like that, but with that check, it's still enough to understand the basics of what's going on. It's not like written in code. It's
Okay.
easy enough.
Maybe when I
Okay.
plug it into the ship when we plan on leaving,
Yeah.
I can
If you
the
need a
ship
hand,
the computer can give me a hand.
could ask your co-pilot.
That's true. Yeah.
Does Thaddeus really stoop down to that level?
He
Asking for
could.
help?
I
Excellent
felt
pilot.
the betrayal.
Thaddeus will look at it and go, I can sort of see where this is going. We'll figure this out, and he'll just put it on the inside pocket of his jacket. Okay, all right, we'll figure this out later.
But yeah, from the flight plan, Thaddeus can see that it's not just like a drift route to the planet. It's more involved in that. Basically, seems like the ships are generally ordered to travel through the drift to the edge of the Atlantis Empire and then fly the rest in normal space, which includes flying through checkpoints, where the ships are at least undertaken, like there's a cursory examination. Pretty much only the responder, the transponder code is checked, like a quick scan from the distance, not even like a visual inspection or anything. But it's easy enough to realize that your current ship has a backworld transponder which says Pride, which probably isn't gonna go well with any Atlantic patrols.
I'm sure we could hoodwink something up.
There's a ship out there currently surveying outer asteroids or whatever. We need that one's transponder code.
Well, we just need to shoot it down and take its transponder.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And not completely
Well,
annihilate it.
We also
that-
have some of the. We also have the drone that we salvaged in session 1. Maybe it's
Ah.
got something on there that we could use.
Yeah, though I doubt they put
Doubt
transponders
it in there.
Now, drones have neither drift drive nor transponder.
Okay, Thaddeus will say over the comms. Yeah, the place, the route for this takes us into drift, but out, on the edge of Atlantis space. We're gonna need to fly through some checkpoints. I'm thinking that we're gonna need some transponder code. Maybe the ship going after asteroids. Take that, rip it out, and we've got an authentic Aslanti Empire transponder code. The rest the computer can figure out.
If I wasn't
Heck,
coughing
what?
up blood, I would commend you even more on that idea.
He says cigars help, huh? And like handing one over.
Thaddeus, if I smoked that, I would more than likely die on the spot, but I appreciate the offer.
He shrugs.
So I heard there were lockers that need an engineering check.
Oh yeah, they're mostly hard to open because they're banged up and also locked.
Take your time. You always welt them off.
Oh. I'll take my time. 32.
32 is more than enough. You have to spend quite a lot of time actually opening a bunch of lockers. Most of them just have like old corroded pictures and like socks and other very mundane stuff. A tiny bit of jewelry that at this point what you found is just peanuts really. 100
What
credits.
kind of jewelry? Is there
Like
earrings?
necklaces and stuff. Sure,
Earrings I can steal? Cool.
Sure.
How many?
Like 100 credits worth. Like 4 earrings, a necklace.
Okay. Cool.
But one of the lockers apparently contains an old-looking helmet, sort of similar in design to the helmet of the armor Lieutenant Sharu was wearing, but not quite, and also very old-looking.
Oh, look what we have here. Do you need to make another engineering check to look at it?
Sure.
25?
It's not mechanical or technical or electrical in any way whatsoever.
Oh, it's magic. You never know those things. Don't super bring out to other people. Yeah,
Oh,
you
it's
guys,
magical, yeah.
I found something, but it's
Hmm.
not mechanical. Anyone here knows about magic stuff?
Andy
Perhaps,
raises his hand.
You like
Please.
could almost throw it, but then like look at Andy and like just walk over with it to him, like
Yeah.
offering it.
I'm-
Here you go.
I'm like halfway through trying to get my way through the older one, so I'll take a look at it in a sec.
Then she'll start putting in the earrings in her ears. There's no holes. She's just gonna stab them in there.
Ugh. Oh
Like
my.
burning them first, of course.
All right, I'll just finish the sentence in the code that he's writing. Make a mysticism check, I suppose. Try
Yep.
and and that is +8.
Can you use can you use diplomacy as an aid instead of the skill?
Nope.
No.
And he has no idea. He goes back and works on the other.
It definitely looks and feels magical. It looks very dented though. Like there's like scratches on it. It's seen battle apparently.
Mhm.
Jacques Pierre could take a look.
Most
perhaps.
likely a pre-gap magic item.
Oh, I'm trained in it. I don't know why, but I am. Let me try.
Sure, I'll hand it over. Here,
There we
Captain.
go.
23. Yeah, playing
That's a
with
crit.
it a little bit. It appears as if this helmet is very good at catching mortal blows
Oh,
to the point where it is certainly a magic item. With it, while wearing it, you gain a +2 enhancement bonus to saving throws against critical hit effects.
okay.
In addition, when you take a critical, you can spend 2 resolve points as a reaction to negate the extra damage and critical hit effect.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
What size is it?
It's magical.
Being magic, if you try to wear it, it will adjust to your head size.
Oh, sweet. Well, maybe Barnabas gets this.
Barnabas will attempt to poke his head through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to attune to it, but after that, it'll fit.
Alright.
I believe with that shield project, actually, it's not healing; it's temporary hit points,
Yes.
just don't stack with
Still
itself.
better than nothing.
Oh god. Thank you.
Oh, it can also be installed in armor, apparently.
Copy and paste that text.
It can be what? Sorry.
Yeah.
Full
It
battery.
can be installed in armor instead of taking up a magical item slot.
Hmm. Do it.
That would be great.
Is there anything in the front room here?
In the bridge.
Yeah.
The bridge is completely crumpled, at least the front of it. The rest of the room was in fairly decent repair. Although looking around, other than debris and the remains of old tech, you don't really find anything of note.
Alright.
You do, however, see that the lieutenant apparently took a lot of time actually dismantling this entire computer system, putting things aside in neat piles. But other than scrap metal, it's not really anything to write home about.
I mean, if they've already been disassembling it,
Sheep, do you know what level that is? The helm?
It is level 5.
A bulk of 1? Or is it light?
Bulk of
Because it's kind of important.
1.
Okay. Thank you.
Valkia just added the hunting rifle ammo to your token. I
Ah,
forgot
thank you.
about it. Yeah, no worries. There should be.
All right. Did we loot everything?
Seems as such.
Yes, you've looked around, taken everything of note.
Has this been enough time that Andy can make a computer check on the other one because he's been working on the old
Yeah, sure.
tablet? Yeah. Okay. No, Chip's been busy. And 22.
You start tippy-tapping on the computer. However, you quickly realize that this is actually an elaborate piece of tech. Old, yes. Which may also be the reason why Andy doesn't quite figure out the protection that is on it. Give me a will save.
Oh no.
Oh no, is it like a logic bomb?
16.
16 is barely enough, as the datapad seems to be more hybrid than most things, with a lot
Oh,
of
no.
magic inside it as well.
Ooh,
However,
I
the
like it.
curse it's trying to bestow on the evil hacker does not take hold.
Ah! So it drops it on the table. I think this old technology might be factored with magic. Barely enough, goddammit.
Rude.
It's going to take more thorough investigation, perhaps back at the.
Sounds good to me. I
Oh,
don't
just
want that thing blowing up
pocket it
near
for
me,
now.
that's for sure.
Mhm. Also, I might need an assist. Just
Sure.
20.
Computer could probably help you, although maybe
Yeah.
plugging it into the ship's computer while not knowing.
I-
what it
I
does is
wouldn't.
probably a
I
bad
wouldn't
idea.
do that, but
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe I can do it like in the on the hover trikes.
Yep.
Maybe I can analyze it in the passenger seat or something.
Yeah, you could try again.
I just
Should
realised
we?
I can also take 10 on skill checks. So why not? Could Thaddeus just take 10 on looking at that flight path again?
How much time does that take?
It doesn't say. It just says you can't do it while under pressure, like great stress. You can't do it if you're in danger or distracted.
Oh.
Doesn't say it takes 10 minutes or an hour or whatever.
It'll take some time for Thaddeus to analyze. Remind me later.
Okay.
Cool. I didn't know that was a thing. It's good to know.
Yeah, there's also
Yeah.
take 20, but that I think at least in
That's like
Pathfinder
doing
that was
it
like an
until-
hour.
Yeah.
Take 20, the thing is also, it's basically taking every result from 1 to 20. So if there's any
Yeah.
consequence on a failure, you will get that consequence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas take 10, you just need to not be bothered by too many things.
Says it takes 20 times as long as attempting a single check. So
Yep.
A couple minutes then.
if it uses a standard action to do it, it's 2 minutes. Because like
Subject to GM discretion.
Of course.
Yeah.
Mm.
Everything is subject to GM discretion, even if it doesn't say it does.
Yeah, but taking 20 especially.
Well, now that we have everything, should we start making our way back? We're gonna need the ship. We're gonna need to get to this this planet.
Yes, I would like some rest. Clearly, I am
The hospital?
not
We'll
fit.
put you in the
Yes.
passenger seat.
Chip, do you mind driving for me?
No, that's all right. You're quite good at
Oh.
seat. I mean, yeah. Yes, I will.
Right. All right. Well,
Yeah.
pretend I didn't hear that.
Alright, let's go back to the colony, I guess. Tell
Yeah.
them that
People like
no one's coming
mumble-
back for them.
mumble about, how teamwork, just like helping each other out and stuff.
Alright, you leave the ship, I take it,
Yes.
Yes.
and head back to your bikes.
Yes.
The trip from the colony to the ship has taken a couple of hours at least. And as you are making your way back, perhaps half an hour or so towards the colony, you do get a message on your comms. A rather frantic voice message of Madelon, who informs you that something large has just passed the colony overhead. The colonists have manned the anti-aircraft gun, but they aren't entirely sure if that'll be enough, and they request that you hurry.
Is there a way we can
Alright.
circle around to the ship first? Or
Yeah,
is
just
that
go straight to the
long?
ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Well, yeah, sheep. Is this ship and our ship? Were they in like diametrically opposite positions from Madeline's, or was it more like a triangle?
I didn't track the position exactly enough. Let's say
Yeah.
it's approximately the same distance.
Okay.
But is it like exactly the opposite direction from the town, or is it like a triangle from us to the ship to Madeline's Landing?
Well, is at the same distance, so it would be a triangle.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Then
It's
Good.
literally
Good go.
always a triangle if you have 3 points.
yeah,
I think he meant the same distance either way. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
it's the same distance either way. Let's go to the ship.
To the
it's an
ships.
equilateral triangle.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. That's what I meant. Yeah.
The frantic message is soon confirmed as you can see the shape of a ship in the sky through the fog. And shortly after, see the telltale signs of large lasers being fired through the atmosphere.
Up
You
or
do
down?
up and down,
Okay,
both ways.
sure.
What? Okay.
It's shooting back.
Oh right, yeah.
And as you make it back to your ship, you do see that the efforts in getting the anti-aircraft gun back operational were not in vain, as the ship does take a rather nasty hit to its shields.
Not nasty enough.
Good.
That is true, not nasty enough.
It's fine. We're here to save the day.
Mhm.
Again.
Right, we are.
Let's
And
keep at it.
Barnabas can't die while he's in the ship.
This is great.
Not that he would say that out loud.
We will return to space, although this combat will happen in the upper atmosphere of the planet.
Mhm.
Space rules. Oh. Sheep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What?
I don't know, you just
For me, you
stopped
just
so
stopped
abruptly.
walking. Yeah, you were like,
Yeah.
even though this isn't, this is in the upper atmosphere. That was
Yeah,
it.
then you stop.
Yeah, sorry, I talk like that when I'm doing other things in the background, like prepping the combat.
That's fine.
okay.
It's fine. It was
I
just.
just thought I
thought.
lost connection or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, we've lost the sheep. We need
You
him.
can,
We lost the sheep.
you can grab your tokens.
Mhm.
Oh right.
I've already been moved. Hang on, I need to go back. We must go back.
Do that. No.
To the prison.
To the wide void.
Oh, here we no.
The Vindicator.
Oh no. Why?
Why have you forsaken me?
Hmm.
Thaddeus will let Jacques Pierre lift off. 'Cause he'll be in the Vindicator.
How on earth do I get my token?
Go back to the other map.
So select map in the top right.
Yeah.
Back to the Condus.
Space.
Control
select
C
that, there
your
we go.
token and then Control V, or you can right click and copy.
Oh, why?
The right click copy is a more reliable way, I think.
Yeah. I've lost many a token that way.
Yeah.
Just don't cut whatever you do.
Don't cut, no. God.
Hmm.
Hope that people on the ground can help us a little bit with their anti-air gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, one would hope.
We got
I
this.
don't know why, but when
I
Chief
invested
said there was
the,
lasers up, even though it's pretty obvious they were showing back, I've somehow had the image that the ship was just firing lasers out in 360 degree, just everywhere.
Lasers everywhere.
Yeah.
I knock it.
You know, we didn't put that that gun on the Pride, so I sure hope that we get to see something for that. So
It did shoot the ship really well. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
it's hit
Yeah.
its shields.
you
And
know,
probably
if it's saved their
protected them
lives,
from
then that's
just
great.
like
Yeah,
a
from just
total-
dying.
Mm.
Saved all their lives again.
It's a good deterrent as well, even if it like doesn't do much.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like, we're not gonna go near that, so
yeah. Giant AA gun in the hands of anything is, or anybody is dangerous.
It's quite the mad scramble for you to actually get the ship up into the air as combat is pretty much going on around you. You only parked maybe like 20 minutes walk away from the colony, which in spaceship distance is pretty much right next to it.
Yep.
Lift off in a big transport isn't exactly the fastest procedure either. You will be in a fairly disadvantageous position as this combat starts.
Just tilt the launch tubes up to the sky, and I will fire out.
Yes.
Like a rocket.
Yeah, in the first round of this combat, you will take a -5 to your pilotings, and you will start in the positions I've shown here, which is pointing your butts towards the enemy.
Sure.
okay.
Where's the pin? Shit.
Has it got my attack macros? Yeah, good.
Yeah, the ship that appears to be attacking the colony is a rather sleek design, the same Aslanti green as the armor of Lieutenant Sharu was. Curved. It doesn't seem to be the battle dreadnought that the captains in the different bars share their nightmares about. But
We'll have our own nightmares, I'm sure.
it's armed for sure, shooting torpedoes towards the colony and leaving large craters.
Rude. I hope they're all holed up in the garrison, otherwise they're stupid. No offense, but we told them to hold up in there.
Yeah.
As the great leader says.
We did as much for them as we could.
Yeah.
Now let's do a little more.
Yep. Let's get
So,
busy.
More problems, more money. I mean, helping people. I mean, sorry.
All right, let's get in the mindset for
All right.
spaceship combat.
Yes.
If you haven't opened the rules in your PDFs, you're doing something wrong because they're so complicated.
I just
have
opened the Google sheet that we had from the
I
sheet,
know
first
them
one.
all.
All right, first off, decide which roles you want to fill for this combat.
I'm a captain.
Science officer.
Pilot of the Vindicator.
For the round, right? Oh, right, yeah.
For this round.
Jack
yeah.
Pierre, do you want to pilot and I take the turret?
Sure.
All right.
Travel
Okay.
divided.
Step 2, engineering actions if you want to do any.
I am not on that duty.
Oh.
So, yeah, no.
No, I go during the helm phase.
You were just saying to
In which case, helm phase, roll piloting checks. You
Before
all
that-
get -5s.
Minus
I would like to
5.
scan the ship before we
Aw,
make.
man.
Piloting, yeah. Because you can go
You
any.
can scan the ship before you do anything if you like.
Yeah, the science officer and the pilots kind of go in the same phase. I think you can do it in any order. So might as
Yes.
well learn about them. Do I have any bonuses from the ship? to the
It's short range
sensors?
sensors, so anything.
Yeah.
So you take a -2, but the computers give you +2, so just nothing.
No, so okay, so
No bonus.
it
no
evens
negative.
out. Cool.
Yeah.
Bam. 13. Nope, probably fail. Oh, it's a 2. Jesus.
13.
So many 2s.
See, what tier are these guys?
Like, it's a ship. That's what you see.
You actually
Captain, it's a
do
ship.
you do meet the DC,
Oh,
which
Oh,
means
wow.
Yeah, the DC's 5 plus 1/2 of the enemies.
Just
one
that good at
and a half.
computers that as long as I don't crit fail, I will still learn things.
well, you learn the basic information about the ship. It appears the ship is running on a fairly low crew for a ship of this size. Looks like about
Mhm.
3-4 people, maybe.
Oh,
Okay.
It is a medium transport, probably not a battleship or a fighting ship, but a well-armed troop transport of medium size with a speed of 10 and average maneuverability.
Average. Good. All right. Piloting
you
Same as
filled
us.
that in.
Piloting, go.
Minus
Wait, I
5, you
would like
say?
to. I would like to encourage, as the captain, during any phase, to help check Pierre with his piloting check.
All right, yeah.
So let me do a diplomacy.
I've
DC
rolled a
15.
1 again on my piloting.
I have
Oof.
+9. This. Yes, you get a +2.
All right, so I'll just make it a -3 to my roll then.
Yep.
All right. I am definitely last in this round.
20.
Okay.
20. Alright, it appears that Thaddeus has to go first.
Oh, yeah, first. That's right. That's fine. As I am going to really fuck with him. I've got perfect maneuverability, so instead of turning, I'm just going to come this way. And I have 12 speed, so I will come right up behind him.
Just reverse thrusters out there.
Yeah, he just flips it and guns
Nice.
it.
That's
Then it's-
awesome.
The Pride that gets to move.
Yes, so average maneuverability means we turn on a.
Two.
Wow, a 2? Yeah,
So I
okay.
move 2 and can like move there.
Yep.
And how fast? We have 8 movement, right?
We have
It
8.
says-
Yep.
yeah.
So we can do something like this. Am I doing it right here?
Yes.
Do like that, and then we're facing this way. And then they did so good that they just
Yep.
They get to move last.
they didn't have a
Which-
penalty either. So.
No, they were already in the air. He will move like so, pointing this way. Then we go into the gunnery phase. You start as usual.
Yep.
Well, we can't use our front weapons, so we have a coil gun and we have a torpedo launcher.
What do you want me to use?
Uh,
I mean, the
Well.
coil gun probably.
coil gun, yeah. So, coil gun does 44, but you first have to roll to hit.
That's piloting, right?
Or your attack, your ranged
No,
attack,
your-
whichever
ranged
That's
is.
definitely going to be piloting.
Okay.
Remember, it's your rank. It's not your total
Uh,
score in piloting.
alright. Yeah,
it's your
that's
rank in
fine.
piloting.
Oh wait, then maybe my ranged attack is better. I guess
Probably.
Yeah,
Should
probably.
be
6.
4?
Yeah.
4 + 2, yeah.
Because yeah,
All right. Wait, where's my token? Here we are. 6. 20.
20 is a hit.
Sweet. And then there was how many D4s?
4.
D4. Like that.
Yeah.
Look at me.
13 damage into the front shields, which does deplete them completely.
Okay.
Doing a little bit of hull damage.
Nice.
Want something?
Anything else?
I think so.
No.
Can I do more? I don't think I can man more guns, so.
Does
You
the
could fire-
Vindicator shoot?
yes, I will fire a torpedo as well, using my computers to negate the snapshot.
A 15 does not connect.
Go. I should suppose. Do torpedoes just carry on? Do they chase after? I don't remember what torpedoes do.
You should be looking up these things before we play
Yeah, I just, you know.
Starship Combat. Gunnery check.
It is 1d20 plus your base attack bonus or rank and piloting skill, plus your dex, plus bonuses from computer systems, plus
Yeah,
bonuses
it's not.
from
It's not the hitting part. It's the what do torpedoes do after they've missed? Did they just
They
wander
keep
on?
going, I think.
Because they can chase targets, which is a thing. There was a whole torpedoes. I'll keep looking. It's just can carry on. I'll look while things are going on.
Yeah. Let's assume that if you miss, you miss.
Yeah.
Basically, let's handle that as follows because I can't see any good thing,
Yeah,
and
that's
because I'm about to shoot a torpedo as well. They can move about like a perfect maneuverability ship, but as soon as you try to hit the enemy with an attack roll, and you miss, they are spent. So you can shoot one, have it move about at speed,
Yep.
but as soon as you try to actually attack with it, it's hit or miss.
Yep.
Which this guy will do two things. First of all, it will try to hit the Pride with a very wide sort of greenish laser. It'll try to latch onto the ship like a tractor beam. 25.
Definitely hits.
Yeah.
And you take 20 damage in that sector.
People gone.
That would be starboard.
Yes. And you cannot move.
Mother.
Okay.
You can attempt, as your pilot action, a DC 21 piloting check to break free, but for the time being, you cannot move.
We have taken 3 hull damage then, because it broke the shield and came through, right? So.
Yep.
And the second gunner will shoot a torpedo towards the Vindicator. Sort of in its direction, at least. Starting. Oop, that is a very large torpedo.
Well, what's the speed? It'll hit immediately if it's close enough.
It will not hit immediately, even though it looks like it could.
Interesting.
Okay.
Where's the size? That is. Tiny torpedo.
Don't
What is
see
the
how-
rules about shooting torpedoes?
Torpedoes act as perfect maneuverability ships with a specific speed. This one has a speed of. Doobie-doobie-doo. Where's it? 12.
Yeah. Okay.
So it will move roughly here-ish, but not hitting quite yet.
Oh boy.
Oh. Okay. I didn't know you could do that. That's interesting.
Then we have the next round. Any roll changes?
Is the AA battery firing?
Oh yeah, that's a good call. One of you roll a d20 minus 2.
You definitely don't want to do it.
My luck's been terrible today.
Okay, I can
Malachi?
do it. You want to do it, Malachi, or should I?
Go ahead.
you engineered it, Chip. You go ahead.
-2?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, well.
No. You see a shot coming through the mist on the surface, but it goes wide. It's gonna be difficult for that gun to hit anything up here.
Mm.
But if it will, it'll do some damage. Any roll changes?
I need to stay pilot.
Do we need me to, like, or should Sereth maybe repair hull damage, or like?
We need to do something with the shield.
I'm staying on science officer so I can redirect shield power to cover the starboard.
Like we want to stay then.
But yeah, because I also need to shoot, right? Like,
Yep. I don't have any engineering. I can't. Sorry. I'll say captain.
I think it's
Yeah.
fine.
that's it.
Okay, then it is piloting. Give me piloting checks with no penalty.
Right. I mean, doesn't really matter too much here because we can't move anyway. So.
Damn.
When do you have to try that
Well,
check?
it
Sheep?
lets you try and break through it.
As your action,
Halldamir.
Yeah.
keep
Oh.
piloting check. So that
at-
would be
at
right now.
best, we're stuck.
You are still stuck.
Oh.
Well, I guess let's try another one.
Oh, wow.
Level 4.
See, you are at 29, so the Vindicator wins. So the Pride tried to break free and couldn't.
Just as a thing, guys. We can add +1 twice to any roll, like in our turn on our ship, right? At
I
least.
mean, I say when we get to shoot, we just shoot everything at them.
Yeah, I don't think
Sure.
a
There.
17 is gonna do it.
We just need we blow up their shields too. So
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying for this, but just to remember because we didn't use it last time and I forgot. So.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Not to keep track. Right, they will not move.
Okay.
Don't have any reason to. Vindicator. Also known as Thaddeus.
Yeah. All right. He chose not to move, huh? Okay. I will
The greenish beam is holding the Pride in place.
come around. Oh, that was 11.
Wait, Sarah, weren't you gonna do your helm thing? Or...
I do it during the helm phase, which is next.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's-
back on. Stupid hexes.
Oh wait, no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, this
No.
is the helm phase.
Yeah, it's now like you can do it
Sorry,
after.
you said
you can do
you
it
said
after.
piloting, so
It's fine. You can do it
it's
after.
kind of confusing.
Where? Take it. That is my
Okay,
movement.
well, do your thing then, Seraph.
All right, I will. So he can't hit the port from where he is, right?
No, that's the opposite side
no.
of the.
Yeah, exactly. So let's redirect. As I don't know. Well, first let's make a check. Bounce check. Computers. No mods. It's just the same.
+2 for the computer. And the ship.
Okay,
Remember that?
let's do the computers. 18.
Yeah,
18 to do what?
The balance.
Balance.
Yeah,
Yes.
passes.
That passes.
You
With a
could
successful
take,
check, you can
take from one quadrant to another, like shift one completely, or you can basically tot up all the shield
Really?
points we have and evenly distribute them.
shift 1 completely right now.
Yeah, I'm going to take everything from the port and put it into the starboard,
Sure.
just to give us some protection against this next attack.
All right. Yep.
I also have found in the Starship weapons, under weapons, under type, it says tracking weapons projectiles are slower and must home in using target's TL. A tracking weapons projectile has a listed speed. Once fired, it moves that number of hexes towards its target. Each subsequent round during the gunnery phase, it must succeed at a gunnery check against the target's TL to continue to move its speed towards its target. On a failure,
Okay.
the projectile is lost. If the projectile reaches the target's hex, it deals the listed damage. So as that torpedo is in play, they'll need to make a gunnery check to make it come at me. If they miss, then it's lost.
Okay.
Cool.
That is definitely outmaneuvers it.
We'll see that in a moment. If that's that, then we'll go into the gunnery phase again.
All right.
Engineering can do its thing, well, whenever, really, I think.
We don't have engineers.
If you don't have one. If you have one, which you don't. All right, gunnery.
Damn.
Shoot.
So
I
here's my
would suggest shooting 2 weapons.
Sure.
I can. I'm not going to encourage. I'm going to demand this time. It has a higher DC, but it gives it a +4 if I succeed. So it will negate the -4 of one weapon if I pass it. So let me try and do that. Which is not a diplomacy, it is an intimidate check.
Oh, okay.
It's like, just shoot it.
Shoot.
He is a kind captain, but assertive when he has to be.
Make it happen,
Yes.
ship. Or you'll get out the airlock.
DC is. I do not make that.
Not
Okay.
a very scary
Chip is
bear.
not impressed.
No.
Mhm.
Couldn't even catch me.
It's like, I know you're
He
just
can't, he,
being
can't, he
petty.
can't be mad. He
All right,
can't be mad.
Barnabas, just relax, buddy. No need to get irate.
Okay, so what are the rolls I need to do here?
You do 2 rolls, each at a -3, because we'll use the computers for this, right?
So I
Sure,
just
yep.
make my
Mm.
+3
Makes
instead
sense.
of 6.
Now, I will say, like, your roll to shoot, right?
Yeah.
First you got to say which is higher, your base attack bonus or your ranks in piloting, right?
My base attack, I think. Base attack. Wait, which is my
Bab.
base?
Do you have full Bab?
Bab. Yes,
Bab?
I
Oh.
don't see it.
I didn't
It's
think-
on the attack bonuses part of your sheet. It'll just be just across it.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
it's exactly this.
Full.
Same.
No, I have more in piloting, I think.
All right.
Yeah, I
because
don't
then
think
you take
mechanics
that
have full
and
Bab.
add your dexterity modifier,
Oh,
and that can be
Okay.
huge.
oh really?
So that'll be
Yeah.
4 plus your dex,
That's 7. Sweet.
then -3
3.
for 4.
So
Yep.
four again. Okay, and I do 2 of those, yeah?
Yeah, so you're shooting the coil gun and the you
Torpedo
can't shoot,
launcher.
yeah, torpedo. You can't shoot the same.
Okay,
So just
First-
roll for the first one.
the color gun.
That's
Yep,
44.
that connects.
Oh, no.
Torpedo's lost, but that's still 44.
And I roll 4.
D4.
Was it 4
Yeah,
to 4
44.
again?
Shoot him right in the nose.
The same.
13, yeah. The shields once again depleted despite their attempts at trying to recover.
Thaddeus! Murder them!
Thaddeus.
Do it, Thaddeus!
We'll try.
We have to. There's no try.
22,
yeah,
15
Nice.
into
Into the sights,
Into
eating
his
through the
port.
shields. Give me a D100 as you
ooh,
the torpedo pierces the shields on the port side.
80.
80 is engines.
Yeah.
Their engines are glitching.
Forget
Oh,
what
yes.
glitching does. Specifically.
They get a penalty to piloting.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
then we
bitch.
go to the prime.
Now they get to do the same thing.
Enemy tracker.
Wait, but they're tied to us!
Yeah, they'll still shoot us.
There we go.
Yep, but we have full shields there now, so.
We gotta see
Yeah,
them
first of all, the torpedo will attempt to track a small nimble
right into
ship
that
of the
blue
Vindicator.
ship.
Yep. He needs to make his
Space
gun
happens in 3D combat if you move through another space. It's not impossible. Another gunnery check?
Yep. He's basically taking his. I think from how it works is he's taking his thing to shoot me, to pilot the torpedo.
No,
to
it
shoot
does. It doesn't take an action for the torpedo to track. Only takes an action to actually fire it,
me. Okay.
and then he will shoot
Hits.
his turret at the Pride, which is also a +10. That's a crit.
A
Jesus.
+10. Jesus. Okay.
Ouch. Glad those shields were.
I mean, that's
Oh,
5
ow.
ranks and a +5 dex bonus.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Slightly better than us.
All right, crits do not do double damage in spaceship combat, but I get to roll a d100. Or let's do the damage first, actually.
Yeah. Let's do
There's
that
also a
first.
coil gun for 13 damage into your starboard, I think.
Hold on. I'm trying to figure this out.
That's
Yep,
4 shield left.
starboard.
Wait. What was the? Oh, that was an attack roll. Sorry. I was like, that's damage. No. Okay. 13. That's fine.
And then you critically hit into the life support,
All right.
which will mean your life support is glitching, making Barnabas a bit lightheaded. All
Oh no.
all captain actions take a -2.
That's fine. I don't care about that. You don't have to fix that, guys. Is it no other effects to that?
Nope, it's only
Okay.
all captain actions. Although if it goes
Gets
all the way
worse.
to malfunctioning and then wrecked, the life support is a pretty bad thing to get hit at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Someone roll a d20 -2.
Sure.
Fire
Go
the
for it.
AI guns.
-2.
14. No, it goes wide, but barely.
Oh, jeez.
It's basically
Dynamite!
this rather massive ball of just pure radiant light shooting past like a miniature sun.
God.
Oh, that.
They
sounds
haven't
pretty
even moved, guys.
cool.
Staying still, damn it.
Seraph did basically hand them a joystick instead of the targeting software and went like, "Here you go, that'll do."
Reed,
That's all
I
we can
appreciate
do,
it.
though.
I mean, hopefully they're
You know,
No?
thought it was quicker than teaching them Aslanti, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if we
Right.
get shut down here, we'll be here for a long time on this planet.
God damn it, Paul! Do better!
We'll have to go native.
God fucking damn it, Paul.
Next round,
Can
any
bear
roll
to-
changes.
Barnabas do his captain
I'm
actions
staying
on Paul.
No, I'd still be
No.
captain.
Is there a way you can repair shield? How do we recharge them?
Yes,
a
a
science
science officer can, no, a engineer
I-
can divert power to the shields.
Mm,
We need some of that.
yep.
Because we shouldn't push more into it, but we should begin healing them.
You can restore 5% of the PC rating of the power core to a shield.
Yep.
Which is
Which is calculated in the tab if you look at it.
8.
Boosted system +2 speed, +2 percent. Restore 8 shields.
We still can't move, right?
yeah.
So
Well, we're not fully tapped out of the shields. We're down to 4, right, on the starboard one. So doing that is probably a good idea. So maybe I'll switch to engineer then.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. Engineer acts during the helm phase, I believe.
engineering phase. There is a phase for it.
Engineering
Yes.
phase, sorry,
Engineering phase.
yes, which is now.
Yep.
Yep. So I will make an engineering check as I rush over to try and fix the shields. Where's my token? There it is. Engineering check. Do I have a bonus from the shield? Or from the ship, sorry.
You can take a
Sorry.
+1, but we won't be able to use it in the
Take it.
gunnery
Yeah,
phase.
we'll save for the
I
weapon.
think save it for gunnery check.
I
Blow
think
this
you
guy
should
out.
take
Think
it.
Yeah.
I should take it?
It's
I
pretty
think you
important.
should
It's only
take it, yeah.
it's only
It's a
it's only
DC 14.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
it's
DC
still
14,
really
and
important.
I'm really good at engineering. I'm only
That's true.
slightly
That's true.
I'm
We'll
only
see what God's done.
slightly better at computers.
Okay.
So I think I got this. Say just blow that guy out of the sky.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will just do a flat engineering check and 28.
Plenty. So 8
Yeah.
shields.
That's enough.
Yeah. Restore 8 shields, please. There we go. Take it up to 12. Might have to divert later, but that's good for now.
It's fine.
All right.
So piloting.
Yeah.
Piloting checks.
28.
Very well.
31.
Nice. I'm rolling very mediocrely.
Just like 15.
Is 18 enough for the thingy?
18, that's just the initiative.
Yeah, roll
You
You
again.
move
can
last.
try to
Don't
escape
move.
now. You move first.
Let's see if we
Okay.
can do it.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
enough.
Yes.
That, however, is your
Mastermind.
action, but starting next turn, you can move again.
Unless they shoot us again with that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Then the Vindicator gets to move.
Yeah, I do.
You can technically outrun the torpedo, I think.
How fast is the torpedo?
12.
12.
Yes.
I can.
But
I get. Actually, what's the range on long again?
Long is
20.
50.
20 is long range.
Move back and then shoot.
All right. Just don't mind me.
I mean, long range is more than the map almost.
Well, that's great because then you'll actually be shooting the same side that we are. So
Yeah.
You are
That's pretty
exactly
good.
12 away, so it will hit you.
Right now you are in range.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. I mean, I could have gone the other way, I suppose. I
yeah,
was
you'd
here.
actually have to move away from
I'd
it.
have to go
Yeah.
this way.
Yeah.
Which is whatever.
It's one more chance for it to miss you.
For
Yep.
it to miss. Yeah.
All right. Damn stupid ship turn.
Right, they will opt to.
Miss.
Yeah, is choosing to move or not.
Yeah, he'll move to turn this way, and then move like so.
Yes. Show me your
Gunnery
front.
His
face.
butt.
Barnabas will encourage, because he's a -2, right? So, not feeling so good. It's a 7. Okay.
Oh, check. Yeah, that was a 19. That was a natural 20.
Oh, it makes it
Nice one.
+2 to your next check.
Sweet.
+6 with the coil gun and a plus.
Dang
with the
it.
one.
Malachi, what did you just roll for there on the 32? Sorry, I had to go
Must
away for
be
a sec.
getting rid of that dumb like tractor beam.
Oh, okay. Right, sorry.
Ah, 13.
13 does not connect.
Oh, try the other one.
1. Nope.
Oof.
Chip is like frantically looking over at whatever Andy's doing, like, what?
I'm giving her all she's got.
I'll fire my torpedo. I guess. Oof.
No.
That
It
was
whooshes past.
a
Look
wag.
out.
Our
Torpedo.
rolls today. They're great.
Right, speaking of torpedoes,
Misses.
18.
Misses.
Okay, it whooshes past.
Yes.
Except,
What?
sorry to burst your bubble, it gets a reroll.
Why?
Okay, but then it comes here because it can only move 12, right?
It is a quantum torpedo.
You
Once fired, it's like a magic missile, except it only gets a reroll once.
All right.
Once ever or once per roll?
Once per torpedo.
Yeah, once
Okay.
ever. Okay. Oh,
That's fine.
I can.
Well, that's not.
I can't
fine, but
outrun it this time.
You can't know where it is or how fast it's going at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird. But it's
You
only
have a
weird
slit in it,
once.
it splits in two. It acts like a wave.
Right. And then the Barazet will shoot its coil gun at your starboard or port, whatever the right side is. That is a miss.
Oh, thank God.
Oof.
Yeah. Jeez.
Go again.
Oh, God. All right, ladies and gentleworms. Any changing?
Um,
let's see here.
Since he missed, I think I'll stay on engineer and try and just replenish our shields rather than diverting them.
Sounds
Sure.
good.
Can I do anything else other than... I could... No, I have a -2, so that would make it even harder. I could try and taunt them.
Yes.
To give them a -2 to all checks for...
Taunt the mango care bear.
But
it.
the DC is like 15 plus 1.5 times their tier, so like that's too high. Put a -2.
Yeah, probably a bit.
Why
too
don't,
high.
we don't know what their tier is, so...
It's
Oh, if
more
you
than
want to take some
likely like
shots, feel
3.
free.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just getting on the gun because we're rolling really poorly. We just need more. more
my
rolls.
dex is
Effectively, if you-
horrible, so I won't roll that well.
Yeah, but like, effectively, right now we have Chip firing 2 guns at -4, right?
Yeah.
So if you get on one of them, then
Yeah.
Chip will be able to. That's basically a +8. Or, the -4 won't be there anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
And even if you're not great at hitting, you still have some like BAB, right?
Yeah, you might still get
Like,
you might still get lucky.
would you get a +4?
Yeah, you
That-
have
I
full
would
bad.
have a +5 total.
That's better
Yeah.
than Chip.
That's better than
So,
what I'm
and,
getting.
and Chip's weapons shooting would get a lot better too.
Sure.
Because
Yeah.
there wouldn't be a -4 on it.
Just get on the gun and blast this guy.
Just turn.
Especially
like,
if your captain
front ways
rolls
and
across
Fair
use
the
the
front.
torpedoes. Yeah. We'll see
Well,
what we
if
can
you-
do, but we generally move last, so
Yeah, if your captain
guys
rolls
are
are
really good.
compromised, it's probably better to just get out of there.
All right, I'll go on the gun then.
which is then engineering, yeah? That's the first thing.
No.
Yep.
But yeah?
Yep.
Is it gunnery? I thought
Yeah.
it was helm.
Then helm.
Okay.
It's
Engineering comes before.
Okay.
gunnery.
It's good because you might fail a roll and then be like, we should get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna engineer to replenish some shields. 18. I'm pretty sure I succeed. Yes, it's
maxed out
DC
the-
14. No, I think we should go on the port because we don't know where he's gonna fly.
Sure.
So let's put some shields back on the port side.
Well, what you could do is redistribute. Oh well, you've like
I
instead
can't.
of
I can do that as a science officer. I can play around and
oh
redistribute
true,
them.
yeah, sorry, I forgot.
As an engineer, I can only pick something and heal it.
Healing.
And like fix yeah, so I'm gonna fix the port side and get it almost halfway back.
Like the
So,
more shields we have in general, the better we are.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll only redistribute in an emergency, like if we're tied down and he's got a exposed thing that he can just hammer away at.
He's probably repaired his shields fully too. So.
Yeah.
You could
Hopefully
find
they-
out if you had a science officer.
You know what? When we have that luxury, I'll get back to it.
Hopefully they don't have enough people to keep doing it, so we just keep
Yeah.
shooting.
Yeah.
Eventually,
Yeah.
blow up.
But the same as us, they have 4, so
Mm.
They have 3 according to the scan, and one of them is piloting, so you can
so
estimate the
4.
rest.
Someone is shooting, and with a man, if he's shooting 2 weapons with a +10,
Yeah, I
There's
don't think so. I
not
think there must
great.
be 2 people. One.
Anyway, that's me done for engineering phase.
All right.
Yeah.
Helm face.
let's see who goes first. Damn it!
I don't think you
Eh.
can beat a +16 anyway.
Oh.
No.
Well,
Plus 16.
That buff
Jesus.
is Jesus Christ.
I'm a plus
gonna be
Better at
15.
flying.
So the
Slightly better at flying than you are.
yeah,
It's crazy.
damn good
You've got,
pilot.
like 4
Higher level
trained,
characters.
4 ranks. What else?
4 trained, class bonus, ability bonus, and then I've
Computer
got.
bonus as well, could be.
He
Who knows?
could have computer bonus, but I've also got skill focus.
Yep.
So he could have all of those.
Took your feet
That is,
Yeah, damn right I did.
it's the
Yeah.
original Thaddeus from Dead Sons.
He's come to kill me.
I have to admit, I'm not sure where I got the bonuses from, but they are utterly wrong.
What?
That should be a +11 to piloting, not +16.
Yeah, I was wondering.
I think I may have
There we go.
Up level them.
no, not up leveled it. Looked at the wrong ship.
Ah,
No, wait.
Oh.
I mean, this seems like at least
You know what?
these
It's
rolls.
No, I did not. Sorry, I'm correct. You're wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Fine.
I'm not wrong because I didn't
No.
say you were wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
You know
Right.
what? Even if he was overleveled, it would be an even sweeter victory. So
Pride gets to move first. It's not a victory yet.
It will be.
yeah, being the key word.
Once we start hitting him.
What does that
we
mean?
just- we have 8 movements, so let's move here and face. Well, like this. Let's go that.
You can't face that way. You would be moving this
No.
way,
True.
so you can face this way. There you go. Right, Vindicator, move next. You're running out of map to outrun the torpedo.
I know, I have to go back, which means I'm probably going to get hit, but
Do you
Yes,
want more
one.
map? I have infinite map.
You can sit here shooting this way.
I mean,
Because otherwise
Um,
you're basically just running away from a torpedo. Sure, you
yeah,
can take
Yeah.
a single one.
no, there's no point. I'm
yeah,
not
he
going to be
still
able
has
to
one more
hit
check
anyway.
to make, so you're
Oh.
you might
I
still miss
prefer
you.
that because I didn't see how far away that was. Actually, I'll go this way. Not that far. That far. And then
I think that's good.
That way.
Okay. In that case, that's a. So can he? Ooh, this is awkward. Yeah, if he turns 1, you are in his frontal cone. So that'll be his movement. Gunnery checks.
Yes.
So is he in our?
So now I get my
No.
my full ranks here. So my +7, yeah.
Yeah, plus
You would
1
have a
for
plus
your
8,
computer.
right?
+8, yeah.
My +8.
Paul got a 16.
So, but you only get one roll.
Oh, Paul got a 16. That is in fact a hit.
Yes.
22.
That is also a hit.
What were
You
you
know
shooting?
what? It
Let's see
wasn't.
what Paul does first.
I was rolling the what is it called?
Can our front hit any? Can our front arc hit anything cheap from where we are?
Your front arc. No, the line is like right here.
He just. Okay.
Okay, well then you're gonna have to use a coil gun, I guess.
Paul does 7d6.
7d6? Jesus.
God damn.
Okay, I'll roll that.
Big
We're
ass
taking
gun.
that. We're taking that, guys.
You know what? Daryl took it off of Paul.
19.
Okay, give me a d4 as well because it's not clear which sector he's hitting.
1.
You will hit the front for 19 damage,
Jesus.
Okay.
Sweet.
That's good.
blowing through the remaining shields easily. Doing another whole bunch to his armor. Almost another critical hit, but not quite.
And
Good job,
shooting the
Paul.
rear.
Airy, roll your 44 because I'm assuming
Yeah.
22 hits. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
22 hits.
Oh,
7 damage, poking the back. Shield still holding.
Barnabas will shoot a normal 5 and then 1 for the computer. 6, 23. And
Nice.
that's
How far is forced our torpedo though? He's pretty far away.
16. 16.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
So
we can get
that's
him.
2d8.
Yeah.
6.
6 damage into the back. Piercing through the remaining shields and triggering another critical hit.
Okay.
Nice.
Give me a d100.
Okay. 66.
66 is the engines again that are now malfunctioning.
Oh.
Ooh.
Good.
Uh-oh.
What does that do?
Malfunctioning means -4 to all pilot actions.
Oh, that was the thing. He didn't take the -2 into
Yeah, I
account.
realized that, but it wouldn't
It
have changed
still wouldn't
anything.
have changed anything. Yeah.
Now he's worse
All
at
right.
you than piloting.
Now I'm gonna shoot him.
Yeah. There we go.
Shoot him.
Pew!
Yes.
Right
you
into
hit
its snout.
this
That has no
front. The
shields.
shields are already down.
Yes.
Full
Yes.
All 11 damage into it.
Yes, but now he gets to shoot. First of all, the torpedoes is coming your way.
Yeah.
Gunnery check to see if he can manage it. Oh,
28.
Yeah. All right.
What the fuck?
That's
oh my
gonna
God.
hit me.
Jesus. Yeah.
It smashes into you, although it's a nimble torpedo, not a fairly,
Oh,
Okay.
fine.
not a huge one. For 8 points of damage into your starboard.
Yep, my shields take it.
The
Nice.
monitor will then shoot its gravity gun at you, its tractor beam,
Rude.
Great.
I hope I destroy you, you piece of...
missing terribly.
Yes.
Tethers himself to himself.
Yep. Whoopsie doodle.
To
And
top it
crash
off-
lands on the planet.
Yeah.
To top it off, it'll shoot the Vindicator with its core gun.
Can? Jesus.
How many?
Still
well, obviously
misses.
it's one person, 2 people, one person shooting 2. So
Yeah, well, that misses.
No, it's 2 people shooting 2 guns. The torpedo just does its thing after it's
Yeah.
fired.
oh, okay.
But all of those are 16.
16 misses.
That-
I've got 19.
All of those are misses, as the Barazat seems to frantically try to shoot this nimble fighter, but other than the torpedo made to hunt nimble fighters, it all goes wrong.
Now he can take that. Beautiful damage.
What damage? He already took the damage.
Oh, did he? Oh, I would have thought that would have gone over a threshold, but oh well.
No. Barely not. Excellent. Any changes?
I guess I'll keep shooting.
I think we're.
Here's a question for you, Sheep.
Yes.
As if you didn't have enough. In between space combats, is it assumed that the ship just fully heals itself, or do we have to do stuff in between?
Hull
Hull damage
rate.
has to be repaired.
Hull damage has to be repaired? Okay.
Yes.
But
With
what about
money?
shields?
Shields.
Shields regenerate. They're fine.
Okay, in that case, maybe I'll get off of engineer because I think we're winning. So
You could
Sure.
boost
Could-
the like. Can you give bonuses to science? You can give like treat.
I can
like,
increase a
bonus-
critical hit. I can increase a critical threat range if I go back to science officer.
Or you can
So I
you
think-
could give us like basically minimum 2 damage, but then that's not really.
What?
Yeah. Well, you can if you balance, you can treat 1s as 2s on weapon damage die instead of doing something else.
If you
Oh,
divert
yeah.
power. I think I may have did a typo there because it's for engineers divert,
Oh,
not
Okay.
balance.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna switch back to science officer. We don't. Our shields are okay.
All right, then engineering actions. Any?
don't have.
I don't think
any.
there are any.
Nope. Then help.
I'll.
Well, that's an initial one.
Ouch.
Okay.
First again.
Vindicators last.
So who has a better chance of hitting between
Harry.
our gunners on the
Harry.
Pride?
Harry does.
Harry?
Yeah,
Okay, then I will balance. Do I have to choose who gets it, or does it work for all gunners?
Well, no, I think Sheep just said that was a typo, so it's it's the divert in engineering that does that. No, not
Yes.
balance.
What?
Yeah,
That sounds good.
balance only balances your shields. The fact that it also says treat 1s as 2 on weapon damage, that's a typo.
Oh, okay. Is that a thing as the engine?
Yes, that is only as the
Okay.
engineer.
Okay, I'm sorry. I will stay with engineering. I'll make an engineer check.
Okay.
Sorry. Let's go over here and engineering. Go. 17. I think that's it.
17 should be just enough.
Yep. DC 14. Yeah. So our gunners can treat 1s as 2s on their damage rolls.
Okay. Movement. Pride.
Yes. Well. Let's see. He's gonna go that way, so we will basically want to do that too. Like this, and then face this way.
Okay.
Actually,
You will move.
let's go just there. I
Then
can have him to avoid the front arc.
you will move like so, turning this way. Vindicator.
Sure. I'll, 7, 10, 12, and point at him directly.
Okay. And gunnery.
Yes. So
Okay. Roll. You go first.
so plus
You have the front weapon, so you will be firing the. Let me check. The heavy laser cannon.
Sure. This is still +8, right?
Yep. Same to roll.
There you go.
You do 4d8, but roll them separately so we
Oh.
can see.
Yeah.
Because if you're one, it counts as a 2.
Manica, do you want to roll for Paul this round?
No, go ahead. It's fine.
Oh, sure. I guess I'll just play.
7.
7, 10, 15,
Oh well.
Wow.
22.
22.
Take it.
Wait, D8s? Oh, you're shooting with the big gun in front.
Yep.
Yeah, that is enough to blow this thing to hell.
Great.
Barnabas, want to go next?
Well,
Aren't you
did
on
that
the
mean
guns
she
as well?
was dead or just it's?
It's already dead.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You can stop
Yeah.
shooting.
You just
No,
said
no,
it
stop.
would have.
Keep it up so it doesn't break. We need to...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
I didn't hear
gonna.
that. It must have cut out on my
Oh,
bad.
yeah, no worries.
It's on
Yeah.
fire, splitting in half. But before it does, it
Yes.
will do its death throws and shoot at the Vindicator with its gravity gun.
Come
Although it'll
out.
take a -2 because he's so far away.
Yeah.
20.
That-
Oh, that's all 20.
That
Oh,
did
Wait,
it.
damage.
how?
Uh-oh.
Wait,
Oh,
what? He's able
damage.
to shoot even though it's.
Yes,
Yeah,
because all
gunnery
damage.
They
phase
happen simultaneously.
simultaneously. Yeah.
Oh,
Even though
wow.
he's dead, he still gets to shoot.
Yep.
The Vindicator takes 20 damage
Ow.
and a crit effect.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Don't crash and explode.
Nah, I'm fine.
43. That is a weapon. How many weapons do you have?
2.
Your second one
Oof.
glitching. Actually, no, it targets an arc. Sorry, let me target an arc. It's the front.
That makes sense.
All right.
Mhm.
Turns out all of my weapons are in the front.
So they are all glitching.
Great. Oh well, it's dead. I can get that repaired.
Yep.
Shame about my hull though. Damn it.
Mhm.
The ship splits into two, like the Titanic sinking after hitting an iceberg. The parts falling into the atmosphere through the thick mist. On the computer, you can basically track at least one of the halves falling into the jungle of the planet below.
What about the other half?
The other half doesn't have a transponder on it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we needed a transponder, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah. As
Well,
long as it didn't fall into the colony. Yeah, I guess let's go salvage that.
should we check on the colony?
Yeah, probably best. Also, I don't think we're gonna be able to land right next to the ship anyway.
We should check that there are no survivors.
Yeah.
In the
Agreed.
colony.
I mean,
So pessimistic. Oh my god.
I mean, they would want us to have the stuff they can no longer use.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're definitely
God, I
ta-
clicked the
we're
key button.
taking that. We're taking that laser. Jesus.
we live. Here.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't know. If it's a front pointing weapon, or you can only have a light weapon.
Well, we can upgrade. We can upgrade our slots because we leveled up our ship eventually. So
Yeah. How much? I swear I wrote it down somewhere, but I can't find how many build points we got.
15
You
extra.
can find
right?
that in the core rulebook.
Okay.
So let's go down and land and see what happened to the colony. Maybe there's a convenient landing spot now.
Yeah.
Some trees.
A
that can
crater.
blow up or something.
Yeah, the crater.
Hmm.
There was a convenient little spot like in the southeast area. There's like a little U. So it's like, oh, if you just get rid of that bit of forest, you could make
It's not big enough for a starship to land.
Can we
You
make
can
it-
land slightly closer, but it'll still be 20 minutes by foot.
We just begin shooting into the forest, it's blowing up. There we go.
Hobgars left and right. Oh god.
Free XP. No, I think 20 minutes away is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, floating down towards the colony, you can see that it took some damage. You responded quickly, although you still had to take a trip with the bikes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And in the few minutes that the Berazet had after discovering that the colony was no longer under Atlantic control, to the point where the anti-aircraft gun started shooting at it, it left some places in ruins. The colony
Yeah.
isn't completely broken, but the prefab buildings are not meant to withstand any sort of punishment. A few stray shots, presumably aimed at the actual dangerous piece of equipment in the colony, being the ex-Atlantic garrison, going wide, blasting some of the huts open. Debris and metal bits scattered across the places, but as far as I can tell from scans and also from visual inspection, you don't see any bodies.
Okay, so the couple who gave us noodles, they're okay?
They seem to have found a place to hide.
Okay, good.
Yeah, investigating the colony, I assume you go back there properly. Most of the people did follow your advice going into the garrison. Many others fled just into the forest. But assuming that nothing whipped the monkeys into a frenzy, they should probably be fine. Overall, the colony is battered, but it would have been worse had they not had a spaceship handy to actually take the fight to the Barazet. The anti-aircraft gun is good at stopping ships approaching the colony, but it would not stop bombing from space.
Mhm.
Sweet. Well done.
Well, Paul got a good one good shot off that made the fight easier. So
It
Good
was
job.
useful.
well done. Yeah.
And perhaps it wasn't noticed in the heat of combat.
Hmm.
However, the notification light of an incoming message blinking on the Pride.
Uh-oh. What kind of message? Like a video call or just a...
It seems to be a voice message.
Alright, well, let's hear it.
It's like a
The-
JPEG of all of our houses.
Jake,
Yeah.
I know where you live. No.
Yeah.
The voice message goes as follows. My name is Major Di Prada Evosco of the Stewards. I don't know for certain whether you will have a chance to receive this message, or if the Aslanti invaders we believe to be in Necondus' orbit intercepted you. If you are still listening, then you are truly as resourceful as we have been told you are, and I have no qualms about relaying the following information. We recently received a troubling transmission from the Pact World's colony Necondus. It was sent from an android named Sedona, with whom I believe some of you are acquainted. She informed us she had salvaged what she believed to be an experimental starship drive from an ancient wreck she discovered on the colony world, and that a ship from the Atlantic Star Empire had suddenly appeared in the colony's atmosphere. We have received no further transmissions from the colony since, leading us to assume her worst fears were true, that the Aslanti ship intended to attack the colony in order to lay claim to the device. Our records show that you were contracted by Abada Corp to carry supplies to Necondus, which leaves you as the only Pact World ships with a chance of knowing exactly what happened. We are requesting your aid in a matter regarding the system-wide security of the Pact Worlds. If the Aslanti have indeed retrieved this experimental device, we want you to enter the Aslanti Star Empire and attempt to either recover or destroy that drive. None of our ships are close enough to intervene in this situation in a timely fashion. We are willing to deputize you to operate in the Star Empire on the behalf of the stewards for this mission. You come recommended by someone that we hold in very high esteem. We know that we are asking a lot from you with this request, and rest assured you will be very well rewarded for your efforts when you return. If the donor is still alive, I recommend you rendezvous with her as soon as possible. She will no doubt have far more information on the current situation than we can provide. Beyond that, I can only hope you accept our offer and wish you good luck if you do. Evosco out.
We're
All right.
deputies now.
Yeah. I mean, that didn't really tell us anything we didn't already know. That the Pact Worlds are at least aware of the threat, and
We should send them a message.
I
Does-
mean,
yeah.
Be like,
Does
hey,
any
shit's
of
bad.
you-
We're going in.
Does any of your characters have strong opinions about the stewards, one way or another?
Oh, Jacques Pierre, he fucking loves them. He's like, yes,
Uh,
they're from Verces, and he's from Verces, and this is good guys all around.
Give me a
think.
Cool.
That's given what I know about them,
Yeah,
which
sure.
is
Are
very
they?
limited.
Give me. Okay, who are the stewards? The stewards are the peacekeeping force of the Pact Worlds. They are diplomat warriors intent on keeping the peace, assuring that the Pact Worlds is named after, survives, and combating the threats that would in any way whatsoever endanger any of the Pact Worlds. They are the police force, the military, the army. They are the good guys.
Okay.
Yes.
Does
Check the all into it.
this? Okay, so that they're basically the police force of Absalom Station as well, right?
They are not the police
No.
force of Absalom Station. Absalom Station is owned by Abada Corp. The closest thing to a police force on the station is a station internal police force, really. Not really a big organization. The stewards
Great.
are not based there, although they do have their headquarters on Absalom Station. They don't own it, basically.
As long as it keeps me away from that place, I would be happy to have some sort of official protection, as well as working for them.
Then the two of you give me your choice of a culture or sense motive check.
All culture. I come from the planet First. There's a big planet, lots of people.
Definitely culture.
That's a 20.
13.
Right. As much as Jacques Pierre likes the stewards, he can read through between the lines here. Chances are the stewards could probably send a ship, although it's true that it would be behind. It would have to take somewhere between a week and 4 to 5 weeks actually getting here first, finding out what happened, and then following into the Atlantic Empire, which would take some time. However, it's odd to just deputize people and send them in. Presumably that is because entering the Atlantic Star Empire is a big no-no. If the stewards were to officially send one of their people into the Empire, that would be equivalent to a declaration of war. There's sort of a Cold War / peace treaty going on between the Atlantic Empire and the Pact Worlds. And either side breaking it would be bad. However, the Pact Worlds are definitely they can't threaten the Atlantic Star Empire as much as the Atlantic Star Empire threatens the Pact Worlds. Their best bet to actually stop this from happening is to just send someone who, if they get asked by some of the upper nobles of the Empire, they had nothing to do with.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What
In addition,
Jacques Pierre lives to do.
yeah, in addition, being deputized would be very, very useful in the Pact Worlds, but probably entirely irrelevant in the Empire.
Elsewhere.
Yeah.
Well, in Barnabas's case, this is something he was going to do anyway. So, I mean,
Yeah, same.
it's just a bonus for him, really.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
he is a captain, and he will not force anyone to go with him if they do not wish to.
You can stay at the colony.
It's just
Live
chill,
here with
yeah.
the locals.
I can start working in the
Well-
crappy forge, whatever it was called.
I'm sure this planet has
Yeah.
seas.
But I have a chair to sit in at the base. Guys.
He definitely asks that he kind of smiles as he says it in a way that's like, yeah, you probably will come, but I might as well say.
Yeah. It's good not to be forced, That's
Pretty man
appreciated.
wants to stay behind.
Yeah.
I will not blame you.
Sheep, does the recording it was saying you come very highly recommended by someone. Do we have any idea who that is? Or
No.
no? So someone out there is just like, yes.
More like just sweet talking.
Give me a sense motive.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It's my best skill.
You're -2.
Yeah.
Like emotions. What's that?
Yeah, 7.
Someone high up in the stewards apparently knows about either the crew as it currently is, or some of you, or who knows. Or maybe it was
Wow.
just, something to boost your spirits.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they've read my papers. I wouldn't put that past them. They are pretty good, after all. You know.
I mean,
The question I have is how a message got out here. Like, wasn't there issues with receiving
Contact.
messages because of the
The
planet,
issue,
or-
the issue was mostly sending messages from orbit onto the planet.
right?
However, that
okay.
was not really an issue for the colony anymore, as they fixed
Yeah.
that problem, or tiered
Okay.
it.
Yeah. But presumably, with the place conquered, they would have just taken away whatever was jamming the signal. So
Yeah, the
we'll-
issue
Believe
with
it.
sending messages from here to Epsilon Station, like sending a message from this colony to Epsilon Station, takes somewhere between 1 and 6 days. Sending a message from anywhere to Epsilon Station takes 1 to 6 days. However, sending a message back takes between 1 and 7 weeks.
Oh god.
Oh, well,
Let's send a reply.
yeah. I mean, might as well
So
send one, even
Could
if it
be,
won't.
could be there in a week. I mean,
Yeah.
It's like we finish everything, we get back there, and then like they just send this message, or they get this message like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, we'll do it," and they're like, "What?" It's already done.
Well, that's a good point though, because since it could get there in like 1, 2, or 3 weeks possibly.
Yeah.
Why don't we say like, yeah, we've confirmed what you've said. We know to be true. They've taken the drive and civilians elsewhere. We'll go after them. Arm yourselves and prepare for war in case we fail. Like, just build
Remember,
up as much. Yeah, build up as many defenses and guns as you can, and
They won't have much time when they
with
receive this. Basically.
instantaneous
Yeah.
teleportation technology on spaceships, it's less of
yeah,
we need to get ready, and I mean, there's not even going to be a fight, so might as well just surrender at that point.
yeah.
Like,
more
they
like-
just teleport
Well, it
nukes
depends on
into
how-
cities. Oh no.
It depends on how long it takes for them to crack that thing, right?
The issue
Yeah.
with this whole device is that previously the drift sort of enforced an upper cap to the size of fleet you could bring. If you bring a massive fleet, the drift destabilizes and you end up like in hell or something.
Right.
But if you can circumvent that limit and just bring a massive fleet anywhere at a moment's notice, well, not only can
Yeah.
you run away pretty much instantly, but yeah, it's bad.
Can also
Yeah.
appear. Boom.
I mean, we could need that for our future, like space crew saving mission.
Yeah, that'd be great.
It's
if we could
scary,
get
and
it,
we'll
but-
surely pay a lot for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we should send a message back, just being like, yeah,
Yeah, what you
true.
what you
And-
said there, yeah, that was pretty much what I was going for as well in my head. So that works. Like, hey, what you said is true, and we're gonna go do it.
Be ready for nukes to teleport in
Yeah.
your colonies. Do what you can, I guess.
Yeah.
Then we'll
And
each,
we'll sign it like
we'll
differently.
each say our names. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they know who's here and who's listening. We'll say the
Yeah, I'll have.
separated is back to back to world space.
Andy would definitely not say his name on that. He's fine to
Sign
send
off
back.
as
You can have one of Chip's.
yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Barnabas' signature digitally is just a paw print with a B on it. That's it, really.
Should we go salvage this transponder then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Give the message to Madelon and be like, hey, get it back there as quick as you can.
If the colonists want to come and weld off some metal to repair their roofs, then there's
That. Speaking of repairing, we're gonna need to spend some time repairing our ships.
How badly damaged are our ships?
I've
3
lost
hull
a third
damage.
of my hull.
Okay,
So basically, it would
Pride
cost.
pretty much. Fine.
Let's see. So we have lost 3 in the Pride. That is 30 universal polymer bases, which is like it's 1-to-1 credits. So if they even have them down there and are willing to sell at that price, it still takes 5 hours and it's an engineering check.
But a engineer can reduce the time.
Yeah.
And all cost,
I
but
think
whatever.
5 hours is fine.
How much time are you willing to spend in the colony before presumably heading out?
Well,
I
Baramus
think we
needs
should
to
go as
rest,
fast
so
as possible.
Yeah.
Be-
I mean-
Between resting and repairing the ships, you will not only have enough time to upgrade your ship, but also to repair it fully given the cost. So you don't have to worry about the time at least.
Okay.
And what if
Fine.
we?
I am worried about the time though, because every day that we pass by here is another day that
It'll
they're
be
working
like
on.
3 days to
Yeah.
3
repair
days,
both
alright.
ships. That's the max. That's if we sleep happily at night.
But can't you repair the Vindicator while it's in hangar? Like we don't need to stay in the
Yeah.
colony for that.
I mean,
if
yeah,
the
just
crew is
get the
on its own
price.
in uncharted territory,
Strictly
like,
speaking, yes, because it's not moving. It needs to be stationary.
Yeah,
We
that
just
seems
stick, we
reasonable.
just stick it in there.
So
and then-
yes.
Andy and Chip can do that. Let's just fix the Pride and get the fuck out. Like we can sleep
and
on the
we
ship en
do
route.
the
Yeah.
monitor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
and
that
if
would
you guys do well enough, you could cut the time to like an hour. It
Yeah,
depends on
but
how
the
well
point
you
is that we can sleep en route. We can repair the Vindicator en route. Like let's get what we need and get going as fast as possible.
We'll have a very hot day getting ready.
Yeah.
Do
But
you
we still
then
need the
want
tracking
to-
device from that.
Yeah, let's get that. Let's get that.
Do
Get,
that.
Yeah, for the
Fix the
transponder, grabbing the transponder is a matter of an hour or two, perhaps, mostly scanning debris. There's no opposition at all. And a transponder being a thing that wants to send out signals, easy enough to find.
Mhm.
Quick
good.
look over it. It can certainly work if you just install it on your ship and disable your actual Pact Worlds transponder. And a ship scanning you from a distance will probably confuse you for the actual Barazet.
Sweet.
Of course, actually, no, I'll just give you that for free. Basically, with starships, it's sort of the opposite from a car. A car you identify by sight. Oh, it's like the green Polo or the black SUV or whatever.
Mhm.
And only see the number plate later if you get close. For starships,
Yeah.
it's the exact opposite. First thing you see is whatever the transponder transmits. It usually has like a slight decryption to it, so you can't just fake a transponder easily. But it usually doesn't come attached with a make or model of the starship. So from a distance, you will be perfectly identified as the Barazet. Anyone
It's
getting
like the Battlestar Galactica Doradus thing, right? And then you'd only see
Yeah.
it if you were
Yeah, sort of. But even if someone gets closer, they might not immediately recognize your ship as a Pact World ship. The Atlantic Star Empire is large to the point where it doesn't have uniform ship types it uses. Especially transports, troop transports can be of any make whatsoever. So maybe with a bit of luck, maybe a bit of bluffing as well, you can even go past slightly more thorough checks.
You need to like spray paint some Atlanti markings on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give it a
for
nice
example.
paint job.
For the lords.
Yes, for the Empire.
Yes.
Yeah. Spray paint our ship green.
Surrender
Voting
or
is
be
bad.
killed.
Yeah.
What else was I gonna say? If you want to basically book it out of there as soon as possible, you will be giving up the opportunity to actually upgrade your ship to the next tier.
No, we have to. Like
But how long will that take?
It
how long
will
does that
take a handful of days.
Hmm.
Say 4 days.
really? What is it dependent on? Or is it just straight 4 days?
Well,
I mean, you
it's
can look
entirely
it up on-
dependent on narrative time.
Okay. Well, all right. 4 days then.
Basically, something bad will happen in the other place in return.
Yeah.
well, if we think that our ship currently is good enough, because I'm pretty sure we won't get this chance again for quite a while.
Well, what would we add?
The thing that like the anti laser
the-
aircraft laser thing.
Problem with that is we don't have enough build points because we haven't leveled up again.
do
We
you
need
mean?
to, because it costs the build points to put it on, as well as the build points to upgrade a slot. Because we don't
Well,
have a
I
heavy
mean-
slot.
Let me see about that.
Oh right, yeah, because you have to add them together.
So
Yes.
like
You have
it
to
might be
upgrade the slot.
metagaming, but like if the module sort of has the same thing, no matter when you show up, then it's like, oh yeah, okay, we can take time to upgrade. But there might be a tracker in the book that sort of mods things and makes has things progress if we dick around too much.
Oh,
think-
like
I-
yeah,
I-
I
maybe it
completely
should.
understand narrative like
I think you could safely
consequences, but
assume
I'm
that if Sheep makes it a question he asks us, there will be
Yeah.
an effect either way.
I'll maybe try to diffuse the situation a bit. A few days, probably not going to change the outcome much. If you were to take 2 weeks or 3 weeks, that would significantly change things. Don't
Mhm.
feel too rushed. Sedona has been missing for weeks at this point. As terrible as it sounds, another day in captivity being questioned, probably not going to be the day that things get ruined. It does appear as if the Aslanti want to keep her for her knowledge, which will hopefully last for a little while.
And hopefully also last for Tyr.
Yeah.
Well,
The,
he's
the
got
two of them
similar-
were brought to a prison, not an execution camp.
Yeah.
Well,
But presumably
Yeah.
they still have to give some information away to be useful, right? So
sure, we can take
Uh,
some days to level up.
yeah, if it's a couple days, then
You
yeah, let's
guys
do it.
just make that happen.
But then, yeah, that's where it comes into play. Is that that to upgrade systems, including weapons, you basically pay the difference, and seeing as we'll be adding it to a new mount, we'll be paying for the weapon entirely.
Can we just upgrade one of the light mounts we have?
Well, we have a
That's-
light
that's-
mount. That's exactly
that's
what
what
we'll
we're
be doing.
doing.
But we've only
Yeah.
got 20, and upgrading it is like 4 build points, and I think it costs like 18 or something. And
Well,
I think the
I
last
don't
time
know. I
we
don't know if
looked-
let me check.
I'm pretty sure we
Well-
looked last time.
The thing is, we can just get rid of something
Yeah.
as well to compensate. Like, as in, depending on what it is, because I haven't seen the stats yet. But like, we can give something up if it's actually way better than it. If it's worth replacing something for, but if it's not, then we won't use it.
I mean, also, if we take this away from them, we are leaving them defenseless while we go off gallivanting.
But
Yeah,
also,
I'm not.
there
Go
might
ahead,
be some,
okay.
there might be something we can loot from that ship we just shut down.
Yeah, let's
No?
check that out.
What's on there? Anything?
In
Beyond
terms
the
of
transponder?
parts, the ship crashed too much to really recover much. If you want to spend some extra time, you can recover extra UPBs.
Screw that. We haven't found a place to actually buy stuff yet, and probably not on
Oh.
Prison Planet.
No.
So money right now is kind of
And
useless.
an enemy Prison Planet? No, probably not.
Let's hope some of them use small arms.
Yeah.
Well, if we're gonna repair the
He's
ship, we're gonna
so-
need UPBs. But I'm pretty sure the colony has some we can just buy anyway. But
Well, yeah, we need
we need UPBs to repair.
We need a
So-
maximum
Well-
of 130 UPBs.
We found a bunch
Well-
of old ones.
Yeah.
Also,
Well,
part of the things you were transporting to the colony, build
Are
supplies
UPBs?
and such, were UPBs. The colony has plenty to spare at this point. You can
Cool.
exchange them 1-to-1.
All right,
Fine.
perfect. Just buy them then. It's 130 credits, easy.
Yeah, I can just take it out of the pot.
Yeah, take it out of the pile. Let's just do it.
All right.
So, can you fully upgrade the ship that you want, like, to get the new mount?
I don't know.
in
We'd have to
public?
look at it, and depending on what it actually does,
Yeah, it's
we're gonna need to see like stats wise, mechanically, what it is.
So,
I-
sorry, are we talking about taking away their AA gun
yes.
and putting it on our ship?
Considering, yes, not saying we are. Just
I don't
I
think
Thing
we
is,
should.
No.
I think
like,
the
you could-
planet's fucked if we do that. I would.
No, they're already fucked. I mean, look at that. If a ship comes
Yeah.
that actually wants to bomb the thing, it might actually be better for them not to have it if they don't have any backup. Because in that case,
They
whoever
can
it
reduce
is
the
is just
threat.
gonna like go there and take it over. While they have this, like someone's just gonna go fuck them and just bomb the whole thing, and they can't actually defend themselves. It's like we saw, yeah, having the structure and such, you could probably construct a smaller thing on there, but it would be for them to train to use it. Like,
Hmm.
it's not an effective defense as much as it is a slight deterrent, I guess, against someone. But I don't think like why would the Star Empire come here again? There's no more
Yeah, I guess.
power drive. It's just a colony with like 40 people on a planet that's basically worthless because it's,
Well, it's
full of
not meant to be
static
there in the
lightning.
first place anyway. Like it was brought there by the Empire, so it's not like they
Yeah,
were in any danger
So it
beforehand.
seems like
Yeah.
this was more of an afterthought to actually take it over. And as we could see, it was not really a lot of effort put into it.
Yeah,
Hence,
that's
when
true.
someone
And we
hears-
just used it to take out the one threat that they were worried about. So yeah, fair enough.
I think it'll be okay. Generally, they got a bunch of guns.
On top of that, if you meet with Madelon one last time, which I'll just
Mhm.
assume
Yeah.
as a send off,
Yeah.
perhaps after your ship has been upgraded, he will mention that Abadar Corp isn't exactly a small institution, and they take the safety of their colonies very seriously. It's mostly a matter of time, but the colony will not stay defenseless for long, not after this incident. In fact, Madelon himself has pulled some strings and gotten a friend in the Skyfire Legion to pull some strings on his end, which will mean that in addition to like 100 colonists, the colony for the foreseeable future will also house some Skyfire Legion, including ships in orbit.
That's perfect.
Good. Yeah, ships in orbit. That's perfect. That's what you want.
Unless the Aslanti come back in like the next 6 weeks, which is hopefully unlikely, the colony will be well defended.
Yeah.
Although, of course, none of that is going to matter
If we fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So either way, we should
Well,
take
then,
it.
yeah, we should. Yeah. You know, let your people feel safe with the tactical railguns while we take the actual
Yeah.
thing that'll stop them.
So what is it, Cheap?
The
What?
heavy weapon is a radiant cannon.
Ooh. To shoot sons of people.
Yeah.
Sounds like something Barnabas would approve.
Barnabas likes that a lot. Barnabas wants to shoot that.
You put it as a turret. The turrets are great.
Maybe?
Upgrading turrets are more expensive.
Yeah, because they can shoot anywhere.
Makes sense.
Yeah, this would be a good candidate to put at the front because it's big.
Yep.
It has the radiant special ability, which is not in the core rulebook. It
Jeez,
means
that's a lot of damage. That is. Oof.
when a radiant weapon hits a ship, the vessel's crew members take a -2 penalty to gunnery checks, piloting checks, as well as checks for the scan, target system, lock-on, and improve countermeasure signs of the action.
Yeah, we.
Penalty lasts until the end of the next gunnery phase, until an engineer succeeds in engineering check to stabilize the sensors, or until a science officer succeeds in a computer check. So 1 turn, or until someone removes it actively.
Halldamir, we can just swap the heavy laser cannon with that entirely. We don't have to make a slot. We could just swap it out.
Yes. We'll
That
have
would
to
probably
pay-
make the most sense.
We'll have to pay the difference as well.
Yeah.
Keep
What
your-
is the
yeah.
difference?
It costs 22 BP and takes 35 PCU.
It would be 14 BP.
We have 6 left. I'm sure we can do some like computers or something. We'll figure it. We'll figure it out. We're not going to
Yeah,
go
it's fit
anywhere
out of
until next
session.
time. We can talk about it over Christmas anyway.
Yeah, there we go. Christmas cannon.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Right.
might also level up.
Is there anything for
Destiny
sale
Invasion.
in this colony? Do they have anything at all that might be useful? to us?
This colony does not, but do keep an eye out on opportunities that may just come your way once we start a book 2.
Yay!
Hey.
The prison
Do you wanna
planet
say,
actually has a super mall.
Yeah.
No, not quite, but I will already tell you that preparing for your prison heist is a relatively big thing, and shopping will not be hand-waved. You will not have opportunities thrown at you, but you will not be able to choose from the book. You will have to potentially make use of the opportunities that are presented to you and actively seek out opportunities.
Cool.
Opportunities to like upgrade your weapons. If you're like, I want a new gun, then you need to talk to the gun person.
Can you in this
Any-
game, can you craft stuff like using
Yeah.
our engineering workshop?
Yes.
Crafting is also an alternative.
If I remember rightly, crafting is a pain in the ass in this.
It is. It's
Ridiculous.
not as bad as 5th edition because that's non-existent, but it's there. It can be looked at.
Yeah.
Crafting, I believe you can craft items, arm explosives.
2, 3, 5.
2, 3, 5, you say?
That's
Let's
where the
look-
crafting is on.
Just like, I know you already talked about getting a pike for the.
Can create.
Yes,
Yeah.
for the dog.
I
Yeah.
mean, I should be able to create a pike, right? It's a
just
stick
need a really
with
long
with a
Yeah,
pike on.
if you have ranks, a number of ranks in the appropriate skill equal to the item level of the item, it can be created. So for weapons and such, that's engineering. For magic items, it's mysticism. For hybrid items, it's both. For drugs, it's life science, physical science, and so on.
Yep.
We can make drugs. Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So
I'm going to look at this
make,
out of session.
The big thing, crafting items requires you to have access to tools and a workshop.
We have a tech workshop. We need a magic workshop, I guess, if that's a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Or a science lab. That's for computers, I guess.
Yeah, that's not for magic.
Could probably do some engineering in Ibretta's workshop while you guys fix the ship.
I mean, we've got
Is that?
We have
Tech
a
thing
workshop.
in the
We
ship.
have a techie on the ship if you want to use that.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
That
why
should
not?
give you.
But again, that's stuff to do while we're en route, like
Yep.
after fixing this indicator.
And to make the item when you have the ranks, you need UPBs with the total value equal to the price.
Cool.
So basically, you pay the same amount as the weapon, technically, but you take time to build it instead of having it straight away.
Yeah.
It's not that much of a pain, really. The
No,
main
I thought it was
limitation
more.
is that you can only make stuff up to your level, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
usually
cool.
the good stuff is a bit higher.
It
Yeah.
seems fine now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
I mean,
what
my
about
rifle
the
is fine, so-
what about the what were they called, the health potion equivalents?
The
Stems.
healing
Are
serums,
they
Medicinal, life science, or physical science.
Yes.
Yeah, are they craftable?
I have physical science, I think.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're
they're
craftable.
Okay.
I have life science as well.
You have to have a workshop, which I can tell you the colony does not.
That'd be like a
And-
medicine bay, or would that be
Is the
something
pride?
else?
I think medicine bay is used for like it's like a hospital.
Yeah.
It would have to be a what is it?
I mean, look at
Building
the
starships, other
We have a
systems.
science lab.
Well,
Expansion base.
arcane laboratories for mysticism. The only other thing I see here is
A science lab is what you need.
we have
Oh, we
one.
got that.
Sweet.
Cool.
Then you have
We
the
can-
place
we
to
can
do it.
Make our own medicine.
We have a
Oh.
general
Yeah.
one, so you get a +1 to both types
Once
of
we patch
science.
up, the Vindicator, that'll be probably what I spend a lot of time doing. Is just making
Yes.
tons of.
So let's
Stems.
say that we should keep this in mind as a possibility, but let's not make any decisions right now about how many UPPs to bring because over Christmas I'm sure we'll forget everything
Yep.
Yeah.
and need to make these decisions anyway. So
We can
you
talk
know,
about it as
yeah, like before we leave the colony, we exchange a number of credits for UPPs, I guess.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
got
Who knows how much.
we've got a lot of money in the group bank.
Should we split it first? I have no idea how much we have.
No, we'll wait till.
Nah,
How about just
How
why don't
about
you
after
dump
the
what you
UPPs?
have? Like
it's in everyone's interest to fix the Pride. It's in everyone's interest to fix the Vindicator, and it's in everyone's interest to make as many stims as we can. So
So
I think
after
we should just keep it for now
I
as a
mean,
pile.
after the UPBs are decided on, then I'll just remove that amount out of our credit.
Yeah.
did
I
we
mean,
have
so
anything
far-
else other than
everything I've got to upgrade my character has been
What
2
does-
batteries and an advanced medkit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We need some people who use light armor. or
use light.
like fucking
I think
small
I
arms.
use light armor.
Yeah,
Oh, you
Everyone
do. You just
Yeah.
haven't found any.
except Sarah, I think. Sarah, do you use light armor, or
Sorry?
you just?
Yeah, I do. I
Yeah.
use light armor.
Everyone does. Well,
Everyone
except me.
uses light armor almost.
So
Yeah.
the next bit is, I doubt we level, but that would give us build points if we did.
You gain a total of 1,720 experience each.
No,
What does
That's
that
not
put our
enough.
total at?
That's like puts us
nowhere
at 9.
near enough.
Yeah.
Oh wait, 17,
Yeah.
1,700 each.
1720.
Did you say?
1,720 each. I believe you will be 1,000 experience off leveling.
It will be that's 663.
We were at 7617.
But it means just 9,337 total.
9337.
So yeah, short by less
No,
than.
I've got your
700.
total at. No, that's not the right total. That's why.
Oh,
9,337.
Yes, yes, you are correct.
less than 700.
Less than 700 XP.
Ugh.
Next time.
Oh well.
ran
Barnabas is
out of
almost dead,
advantage.
guys. You could just
So what if we took Cov?
poke him.
Just kill all the kids. Hey!
Defend yourself, you're worthless.
Just go out and kill some space monkeys.
Well, I guess I'll give them the fantasy spark plugs back.
In these
I guess we need it.
narratively, Shakpia would like to begin learning Aslanti.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mandy.
this is an excellent opportunity.
Yeah, I can-
She
I
feels
can
like it's going to be
definitely teach
very useful to know. And
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
it that determined that? Was the ranking culture and
Intelligence.
Just that.
basically, next time we level, I'll put another rank in culture and pick that as a language.
right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'm going to do the same thing.
We'll just have
Does-
classes.
Yeah. I'll
I-
teach you in
In terms of
These-
diplomacy things, I think it's a good idea for Barnabas too as well.
The initial drift travel will once again take anywhere between 1 and 6 weeks. So chances are you will have quite a lot of time before reaching the Empire.
That's what determines if we
Do-
craft a lot or a little.
Yep. Does
6
Barnabas
weeks,
want to
well.
say goodbye to Brett? Tell me that was you came here to right? Oh, something.
Well, I'm assuming we could do that maybe next time. It's like 10. Well, I mean,
we're leaving right now, aren't we?
Oh, we're getting ready. We won't
we're
actually
getting ready.
because who knows
Yeah, I
what
suppose.
we might figure.
Yeah, alright. Next time we'll do the goodbye ceremony.
Yep.
And
Yes.
you're venturing into unquestionably hostile space.
I mean, unless we
Totally.
become subjects, right?
you will be a dead subject if you do.
All right.
Will I though? I'm sure they have like subjects who are not Aslanti.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So we could just renounce the Pact Worlds, and then
everybody.
it's okay for